Hello, 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 hello. Audio's okay. Well, if you want me to raise it, let me know. Or lower it, or whatever. Hello, Minty. Hello, Was Taken. Hello, Wave. Hello, Spike Crabs. Hello, Worm. Hello, Captain. Hey, everyone. Hi, Clumsy. You have a crown pass. Go to Wedgehurst Station if you want to go to the DLC. Alright, Blank. Hey, Lex. So yeah, we're going to be streaming this now. This came out about a week ago, half a week ago, but I was moving house at that time, so obviously I couldn't do that. But we're done with that now, so I would like to play it. How the heck do I play this game? Also, it looks like ass, doesn't it? Was the game always this bad? Like, did it always look this like crap? Because it's definitely 1080p. It just looks a bit different from how I remember it. Oh yeah, we're playing Vermintide later. There's like a beer event. Blank's gonna be there. Chris will be there, probably. Hello. Hi, Woods. Okay, where's... I think we never actually finished that DLC, honestly. Head to the... Yeah, we should probably finish that at some point. I meant to do more than one stream of that original DLC, and then I forgot, and we just played it for 3 hours once. It might have been a full stream. It might have been like a 5-6 hour stream. How good is your Dutch? Not very good at all, actually. How's your Dutch? Hang on, we want to go to Wedgehurst Station, do we? Where is that? Tuffield. Is that here? Hammerlock? Is that near like the beginning city, isn't it? Like all the way down here, right? Let's go there. Hey everyone, hi RNG. So yeah, I have no idea how good this DLC is. I haven't really watched anything. I saw CJ lying on his bed, throwing Pokeballs at Registeel for like 10 minutes. I don't know how good it is though. I'm pretty excited though. They added in a bunch of old pocket monsters. Like I think you can get like the 3 birds from Gen 1, which is pretty sick. I'm looking forward to it. I actually have no idea what it involves. Just that there's pocket monsters involved. How are you all doing? Where's the station? It's back here, isn't it? Yeah, this game looks a bit crap, doesn't it? Why is the resolution much lower than I remember? Like, I actually thought it looked pretty good, didn't it? But you can see, like, aliasing on his arm and stuff. Do you see that? It's like it's being rendered at a lower resolution or something. I wonder if the HDMI cable I'm using is bad quality or something. Anyway, is it you? Go to the Tundra. Take me to the Crown Tundra, please. Last day of half-term, you have no idea what's happening on lockdown. I'm pretty sure the UK is going into a lockdown. Like, you're not going to be allowed outside unless it's school. I don't know if your school will want you in or not, but we'll see. The Crown Tundra. Alright. Again, I have literally no idea what this involves as a DLC. But it's snowy. It should be nice. But yeah, due to the quality, I thought it was like... I wanted to test using the preview window. And it looked like this. And I was like, no way it looks like that. I plugged in the cable and I'm like, oh, it does. So in the future, I might actually try and play it through the OBS window. Which, for whatever reason, I couldn't do before. But when I tested it this time, it seemed to work. Researching biology. There's rare pocket monsters. Oh. Cool, new Pokedex. Thanks. Kinda sucks you can't invite anyone for your 18th. That does kinda suck. My 18th was spent in a pub with my sister, which is kind of interesting. The first legal pint. Schools are the same, pubs are closed and you can't visit people. Ah. Yeah, Corona's shutting everything down for everyone. Hello there. It's cold and there's a lot of rock Pokemon. Alright, I'm gonna move this monitor closer to me so I can view it in HD. I don't know if that was a good idea. Hello, sir. I'm assuming I've got tons of everything, right? Like, I haven't played it in a while, but I'm pretty sure we were endgame, weren't we? The 18th is going to be your parents, stepdad, and sister drinking whiskey and vodka. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Ooh. So yeah, now we've been up for like a few minutes. Do you reckon the audio's okay? You don't want me to raise or lower the volume or something, do you? Cake. What kind of cake do you want? Your college only did online classes, which was interesting. It is. Come on, Dad. Lay off and quit following me already. New character? It's like the sporty one's sister or something. I'm gonna go on a Dynamax adventure in the Max Lair. I don't need you breathing down my neck. I'm here to battle loads of rare Dynamax Pokemon. Gahahaha. Don't you fret. Fret not, brother. I know someone way more fun than that musty old place. Oh my god, it's a pervert. Get ready for some quality dad with the coolest dad ever. Never mind, it's just a dad. What a generous and unwanted offer. I've got to say no thanks. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a spoiled twat. Hello there. Nia, be reasonable. He's got the art, he's got like the leg shake. Get ready to be ultra mega embarrassed. I unleashed the noble roar of dad. He seems cool. I'll take a hard pass on that, thanks. Oh my god, Zuma. Hello. Yes, the girl over there. I'm not that far away, you know. My dad is stubborn as steel and won't leave me alone. Back me up, will you? No. Are you really brushing me off? That's depressing. Wise of you not to stick your head into people's business willy-nilly. Oh, I have to say yes, do I? Okay. Right, fine, I'll help you. Hold on, Les. Can't say I approve of you butting in blindly. If I give you a trancing, this lady ought to see a reason. My name is Peony. Brace yourself, I'm ferocious in battle. Oh shit, I have no idea what my team is. He's got a great tune. This is fantastic. This is like something from like a casino. Coporaja. Hello, Billy. Oh, I have our Wooloo. Oh, Wooloo is the only Pokemon in my team. Aren't you a brave one? You're a one-time gym leader. Wow. Wooloo can deal with you, even if Wooloo has no health. I have no idea what typing Coporaja is. Is it Steel or is it Steel Ground? Like, will Thunder Wave work on it? Wooloo has to swoop. Wooloo's my only option. I'm going to assume he doesn't have a single special move, though. Heavy Slam. Oh, you weak fool. You absolute fool. Is he like a... Is that when she said he was as stubborn as steel? He was like a steel-type gym leader or something? We eat up a couple cotton guards. We'll give him a little potion. Maybe even an X attack or something. The Awulu, yes. Superpower? Doesn't that lower your own attack? That wasn't very smart, was it? You've been stuck on Vegidrago for 9 days and you just want shiny. You even got the shiny charm. Oh yeah, I did see, like, I haven't seen anything of the DLC, but I did see the new pocket monsters they added. Like, there's a dragon-type Reggie, and an electric one with base 200 speed, which outspeeds Deoxys, doesn't it? Pretty nuts. How's it going, Necro? He sure is going. This man's trying his absolute best. Here we go. I'm looking forward to getting a nice Articuno or something. That'll be fun. Alright. I'm gonna assume Double Edge will do more here. It's base 120, isn't it? Right in the snoot. Please say I haven't accidentally taken my one normal type into the fight with a bunch of steals. Whoa, what was that? Oh, it was a crit. Right. Oh, I'm gonna die to the snow. Hang on. Hang on. That's not very cool, is it? Cock. Well, I lost, didn't I? I only had Wooloo in my team for some reason. I didn't quite realise we were going to fight there. Oh, you got a bit of a fight in you, but you're still soft. What? Oh, you're allowed to lose to him. My daughter disappeared. Where have you gone? Are you sure sweet is the right word? She is the sweetest, darlingest daughter a dad could ask for. I don't know about that, brother. I brought her here so we could have a proper father-daughter trip. Well, that's cute. Now that we've got here, she grabs the first trainer she finds, makes them a decoy, and legs it. That's my daughter for you. He seems like a cool guy. That's her backward way of showing her papa she loves him. Must be. He seems sweet. Ultra mega charming, isn't it? Like the toilet paper. Without her, I can't start this adventure of legendary spots I had planned. She mentioned she wanted to look at something called a Max Lair. Sounds like she wants a chase. She shouldn't worry, I'm not one for wasting time. Bye-bye. He's cute. I like him. This guy is... he's fantastic. You're certain you don't want me to raise the audio chat? Oh, Piloswine! Him! Oh, Mamoswine. No, wait. Piloswine? Are you re-added? Like, I don't actually know what was in the game before. And what they re-added. Is Wooloo on like 1 health, you reckon? I could raise the audio a tad. Sure thing. Let's try that. Is that better? Or is that still a bit loud, maybe? Alright, let's, we should make a new team for this DLC. I don't know what levels are recommended. But in the last DLC, we made a new team out of wild Pokemon, right? We should do that again, maybe. Ivysaur. I didn't know he was in the game. Flygon? Pip Bap Bop? Alright. Do I have anything cool to make a team with? We've got a bloody Wailord here. Sharpedo. Ooh. These must have been the things that we caught in the DLC, right? How do you get Kingdra? You have to trade to evolve to him, don't you? Bruh. Alright. Oh, Gengar's pretty cool. Wait, didn't we have a Gengar on our actual team? Wasn't... Maybe not. Hello. That should be good. Hell yeah, show off your character. I don't know what my character looks like right now. There you go. Kinda cute. Got the nice 69 there. You had Mimikyu. I did have a Mimikyu. Alright. Let's have a peek. What cool stuff do we have in here that might be fun? We've got the Box Legendary. Very funny. Could I have like a nice Marowak? Or a dog? No good. His special attack sucks. Well, that's not very good. Could have a nice level 60 Lampent. Who was it in chat that really liked the ghost hymn? We could run with a Lampent. You cast a vote for Durant. We can chuck a Durant in. I think we have one here. Chuck a Durant in. Put in the Ninetales looking thing. Ninetales looking thing? Was that on this screen? What do you mean? You mean Tauros? Or is there actually a Ninetales somewhere? Here we go. You haven't played the game in a while, and you're supposed to black out and go to a Pokemon station. I think you are, but maybe because they expect people probably weren't expecting a fight there, they just let it go. Maybe. Hey, Spindle. That's a cute Neptune emote. How's it going? The Vulpix? We could put a Vulpix in. How's it going, Silent? Oh, a Bomber Snow's pretty sick, isn't he? He's only level 41, so he might get trashed. I think we want everything that's at least like level 60, don't we? Who's this? Carcol. Oh. Oh, there is a Ninetales. Alright. We have a Ninetales. How about a nice water type of some kind, like a Sharpedo? Or him! We want him, don't we? We want Hooper, because then we can evolve him, can't we? And then big milkers. Thick fat moo milk. Fantastic speed. I mean, we've got to go with big milkers, right? Wooloo has to sit back for a minute, because Wooloo has played the entire game. Wooloo can go in the box with their friends, though. Or by Vol... No, actually, that's TJ. What do you think might be fun if we've got big milkers and Wooloo Ninetales? Do you have like a grass type of some kind? Mint? Minty, you're here, aren't you? You get to play. Your day was going alright until you saw Pokemon on Twitch. Moi. Me, there you are. How's that team look? Looks nice and balanced. We've got 2 fire types. Water, ground, bug, steel. Normal grass. It's actually decent, isn't it? Hang on, I'm going to turn the light on. I know you can't see me, but I can't see you. There we go. How's that look, chat? That looks decent, doesn't it? Nice turbo burner. 3-year badge looks so good. Thank you. I drew it a couple months ago. We actually did the stream where we drew it. There we go. This should be fun. Are you sure you want the Ninetales, chat? Over, like, something more interesting. Could get, like, a nice Rhydon with Eviolite or something? Or a Rhyperior? Or a... Oh! Oh, come on, chat. We can get Noom, can't we? Then we've got an Electric Flying. That's like a pretty decent little spread team, isn't it? I think we went Executor last time, didn't we? Like, I think he was actually, like, on our team for the DLC. I do like Executor, though. Let's try this. And let's see if we can evolve them. So, Lampent, Durant doesn't need evolving. Oh, he's so sweet. Wooper does need evolving. Oh my god. They wobble, don't they? How's it going, Wave? Alright, let's try that. We need to evolve them all, don't we? Let's have a look. Is it in medicine, maybe? No. Pokeballs, battle items? No. Treasures, ingredients... It's not a treasure, is it? Other item... Oh, here we go. Rare candy. So let's raise you. Very good. Does Lampent just evolve, you reckon? Wait, hang on. Chat, how do you evolve Lampent into the... Do you have to trade it to get Chandelure? It needs a Dusk Stone, does it? Okay, I probably have one, don't I? I have 3. There we go. Oh, him! I quite like Lampent. Lampent's evolving. I probably have an evolved version in the box, but it's nice to make your own, isn't it? Him. Chandelure's pretty cool. We could go to a Pokemon Center, couldn't we, and make them relearn stuff. Wooper just evolves, right? And that's it. That's actually the only thing we need to evolve, isn't it? Hang on. Rare candy on Wooper, please. I want to evolve him. We actually have like an even team of hims and hers. Have you seen this? Are you ready, chat? Him. He's got his little tail going. It's extremely sweet. This animation looks very good compared to like the rest of the game. Oh, him! He's Stretch. I love Quagsire. He's so cool. Oh, it's the first one I got. Easy going. He doesn't care if he bumps his head on things. That's very sweet. Okay. A Dynamax candy. It raises the Dynamax level. What is some of these things? Oh. Does this change its nature? Are these nature? I could make a Modists. We could have a Modest Chandelure, for example. Actually, let's just double check. I'm not going to worry too much about the natures, but if they're like minus special attack, I might look into it. How do I... Is it to boxes, maybe? How do I just view? Maybe I just press A on you. Check summary. Here we go. Oh, Sunny, hey! Thank you for the 37 moons. Many a moon, brother. Hello. Hello, hello. He's got raised speed. Hey, Sunny. How was your Halloween yesterday? Up attack. It's not bad. Lower speed on him really doesn't matter at all, does it? You got raised speed. That's fine. You got raised attack. That's good, isn't it? Actually, you're a physical attacker, aren't you? Oh, the big milker's up. There we are. And you've got lower speed, raised defense. So I guess you could change, but I think it's fine. You're a special attacker. You're milkers. You're physical. You don't mind. You're an attacker. You're a special attacker. You're a special attacker. Nothing special. Okay. Have you been well, my friend? How's Germany doing with all the lockdown stuff going around? Because UK, I think, just went into something. But I'm not sure. Let's have a little flick through. Magical Leaf, power 60. I should have looked at the moves they had. Hang on a second. We'll get all this stuff down early, and then we can get on with the DLC. I just want to make sure we're set up and don't die in more fights. Overheats. Interesting. Pain Split in prison. Okay. Ironhead? That's probably your main move, actually, isn't it? Ironhead. Fine. Volt Switch is nice. Volt Switch and Discharge? We don't need to worry too much about you, then. Muddy Water. We want like a waterfall or something. Earthquake's pretty good. You have Body Slam, which is nice. You're not Fairy type, are you? You're just normal, yeah. Okay. Play Rough is Fairy. Charm. That's quite funny. Because in GSC, OU, you could actually use Growl Miltank to counter Snorlax. Quite funny that you can use Charm now to sort of like double that. High Horsepower. I think that hits with your defense, doesn't it? You need some serious moves. Okay. People are okay with Pokemon, but they won't accept your invitation to illegal cockfights in the industrial part of South Vancouver. Classic. Making your team is kind of pointless. You don't get any train battle after the battle you lost previously. Well, it's just nice to have something new, isn't it? Just to run around, isn't it? This is what we did with the last DLC. Can you not sort by type? That seems like a bit of an overview. Alright, Magical Leaf is at least better than Absorb. Although I'm sure we can work out something better. You don't get any trainer battle in the Tundra after that battle, really? Lockdown 2 starts tomorrow. What's happening with that? You have exams coming up tomorrow, soon. Oh, good luck, Wave. I hope they go well. Dive, Rock Tomb, Icicle Spear. Oh, we could give him a Shadow Claw and Durant. Might be nice to have him have a bit of variety. Chuck that instead of guillotine. Iron defense might be nice if we're trying to catch stuff, right? We can chuck that down and just like sit on the legendary. Psycho cut. None of these can be learned. Retaliate. What's this? Bulldoze. No. Bulldoze is probably really good in doubles, isn't it? Agility. Don't care. Reversal. Endure. Megahorn. Iron Tail? I don't think we care about this stuff. No bulk up. Leaf Blade. Now you're a special attacker. Power Whip. Stealth Rock. Electro Ball. The faster the user is. Surely you're okay with Electro Ball, or is it still just like a funny meme that it doesn't do as much damage as Thunderbolt or Discharge? Pollen Puff. If it's an ally, it gives them a HP instead. It's just a high damage bug move, is it? That might be fun. Hello, Moj. How's it going? Hello, Wumpus. Again, how are you doing? I watch Pokemon. Pikachu always uses Iron Tail, doesn't he? Alright, that's cool. Body Press. Slams using the user's defense. That sounds cool. I can give you that instead of Charm. How about that? Alright, that's fine. I'm not going to worry that much about the rest of it. Either Iron Tail or Thunderbolt. Pikachu always uses Iron Tail and Thunderbolt. Who's this? Hello. Oh, it's like a Neopet. Amora. This must be like a Sun and Moon Pokemon, right? I not recognize him. He's quite cute. Alright. It's a shame they couldn't be bothered to do a new fighting song, isn't it? Do I not have a Quick Ball? I do. I have 2. Amazing. It's a shame there's not like a unique fighting theme for this area. Gen 6. It was a fossil from X and Y? Really? Huh. Don't you have that on your Monster Hunter World character? Oh, what? The Wiggler head. I do. Is it Ice type? Or is it Water? It avoided Inferno. It must be Ice type, but using Blizzard, right? Its ability turns normal moves into ice moves. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, it's not getting buffeted. It must be Ice type. Its battle cry is pretty cute. Oh, but it's immune to fire? How strange. Alright. Maybe I'll just try catching you now. As you yeet out like a regular old Great Ball like this. That's a pretty cool ability. So does that mean you can use stuff like Double Edge and it becomes like a stab? Does it also mean it can freeze stuff? Or is that only specific ice moves that can freeze, not just any ice move? Good lord, this rain isn't. This hail is annoying. We should probably buy more pocket balls at some point as well. Here we go. Oh, cop. Why is he being such a tough one to catch? My word, Chandelier. Freezes a secondary effect on certain moves. I see. That's a shame. Does that mean you could use Ice-type Body Slam and Paralyze with an Ice move? Oh my god. Alright, well whatever. Let's just run. I want to see what like this area actually is. Surely it's more than just fighting an Amora. Amora? Run. Good morning. Hello, Menace. Right, let's just ignore that for now. Oh, it's a Jinx. Was Jinx in the game before? I don't remember. We should put like... I was gonna say we should put an ice type at the front just so we don't have to watch that animation every time. Is there an item that makes you immune to weather? Like heavy duty boots doesn't do that, does it? That's just for switch-in damage, isn't it? Oh! Oh! A wild Snom. My son. Him. A tiny beam. They're him. They're him. He do be there though. Oh! They brought back Altaria as well. I like Altaria. Hello, Yinks. Alright. I see some cool stuff in the distance over there. Hello. 2,000 watts. I don't know what that is, but okay. I really didn't do much of the, like, super events. Like, I barely played this game off stream. Just safety goggles do it. I might add that to a Pokemon just so we don't have to watch the hail animation constantly. This must be the Black Slayer that Nia was talking about. Where's she gone? Oh, it's you. Maybe you should come as well. Hold on, my dear. Here comes Papa. What a man. Hi, Christopher. How's it going?
Can I roast the penguin?
You can. Oh, it's Mammoth one. Him. That's why I found a wild Snom earlier, Chris. He popped out.
Why is it
Look, it's Aldino, Christopher.
No, but that's not. It's not a snom though.
He's not a Snom, no. Snom was in
Show snom
the ice.
else?
I can't show Snom. Snom's in the water.
Not a
Snom.
snom. That's not a snom either.
This isn't Snom, is it?
That's not snom.
You go into the supermarket, you're like, where's my mum? And then this lady shows up and says, I'm your mum. Hello?
That's scary.
It is scary. And then this shows up and says, I'm your dad.
I think I shouldn't do work right now because that hurts me.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself.
Just take the days off until I get one. But I will cut the.
Sick. Are you sure? Because you want to sit there and like scoop out everything from that pumpkin. You can do that later. It's a bit of a pain, isn't it?
Yeah, but it takes like most.
Oh, I suppose so. Hello. The hail animation still plays, it just doesn't damage. Have I caught the big brain monster? No, I've been playing for 28 minutes. My daughter's in there and I'm going after her. What's up? But what? I'm here to have an adventure and I want to kick it off now. I can't allow it, sir. Oh, chat, did you see that Pikmin 3 got re-released on the Switch so I can actually play it? It's 2-player. Chris and I could play it together. Wouldn't that be fun? Pikmin 3, a game that on the Wii U costs about £5 from any game shop, is now £50. But it's on a console, in. This numpty of a scientist insists on getting them in my way. Orbs in the back, they're there. Numpty of a what? If you could listen, I would let you through. Dynamax adventures are fraught with peril. I've got no patience for standing here listening to you rattle off the fine print. We're just going round in circles. You seem to know this guy. Can you listen to my explanation? Then I'll let you in as a pair. Now you're talking. Alright, let's hear what the good lady has to say, then we'll find my daughter. How did your daughter get through? Hello. Dip-dop. Alright. Pokemon are helping with your investigations. Are they now? Are they? Oh, hello, you've got one of him. You like Dynite ore? Oh! Armorite. Beast Ball. Bottle Cap. Ability Capsule. Ability Patch. Oh, it's the hidden ability thing. Oh my god. That's expensive. Alright. If Beast Ball lets you, like, guaranteed catch the, like, Ultra Beasts, right? Something like that? Yeah, go on. That's what I want to hear. I'll owe you one. I'll proceed. Alright. It's a labyrinth underground where rare Pokemon are. They are not found in the Galar region. Form a team of 4 trainers and set off to explore. You can find the legendary... Oh, it's Giratina. Him, the masochist. To take part, has a reference. A little cheeky reference for you. I just tried to look at the webcam, but it's not up. That's useless. You need to borrow a single Pokemon to accompany you. Everyone select it. To explore the den, you'll come into branches in your path. Decide as a team where to go. If you come across a Dynamax, it will be time for a max raid battle. Catch it, and you can swap it with the one you think that will help you go further into the den. To avoid the risk of particle overexposure, which causes them to lose control, we've prepared Pokemon that are resistant. Oh, is it like the Battle Factory? Because the Battle Factory is my favourite bloody thing in, like, Emerald. Does it let you just, like, rent Pokemon? You're incorrect. With a firm grasp of the rules. That's the type of place this is. Sounds like it's a bit beyond me, so I'll go in and get cracking. I'm on my way. Jesus. I've told you, it's too dangerous. What's going on? He looks like Chairman Rose, but his doesn't attitude as well. Yeah, he did look like Chairman Rose, didn't he? Is that like his brother? Are you ready to go in? Please let me know. That sounds sick. I love minigames where you get to rent Pokemon, because it lets you try out things you wouldn't normally have. Alright. Yeah, I like to embark. Go on then. You're still new, So I suggest trying them alone for now to get familiar. Alright. You get to borrow one, do I? So I get Lantern, Claydol, or Stoutland. I get Trick Room, Claydol with Psychic. Lantern, right? Lantern Gang. And then the bots, I guess, pick all the Pokemon. That's actually quite cool. That's actually really quite cool. Him, the dog. Selected. Ready for adventure. Oh god, it's Smash Brothers. Water type reaction. Alright. Oh my god, it's Slay the Spire, actually. Never mind, I take that back. I guess if we need to fight a water type, we want to go towards where there's grass or electric, of which there's none, so I guess the direction doesn't really matter. Sure. Oh wait, hang on, we've got a water electric type, Lantern. We'll be fine. Hashtag Lantern Gang, exactly. Him. Ah, I've got my Shuckle t-shirt on. I'm just here with some grown men. Oh my god. It's a furry emo. Him. Alright. Do I have a Dynamax Lantern? I do. Max Geyser summons Rain. Hang on, why? 140. Wait, what's this normally? Hang on. Water Pulse? Water Pulse is... Wait, why did that do so much? Also, wait, hang on. Is Lycanroc like ground type? Hang on a second. Why does Water Pulse do 110, but Hydro Pump does 140? Is that right? That doesn't seem right. Maybe it maxes out at 140 and it gets a bonus. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. I'm not letting go of this Lantern though. He's a good boy. So is the idea of this that you get to pick the Pokemon you want out at the end of it? Him. Large boy. He can see in this dark room. Look at him. So small, but big. He is bean-shaped. He's rock dark. Okay. Brick Breaker. You just brick broke on my Lantern, brother? You sure about this? What if I were to yeet at you? That did no damage at all. Why did that do so little? Like, at least I get to summon Rain now, but... What sort of strange stats does my Lantern have? Entrainment. You're switching around your abilities. Claydol got Water Absorb. What was the point of that? Trick Room? Wait, hang on. Claydol's arms come off? Did they always do that? Has that always been a thing? He just like spun around in a circle? I had no idea. I thought they were part of his main body. Oh well. Like, nice crit. I was gonna say, why did that do so much more than my Hydro Pump was expected to do? Oh, I like that, actually. Didn't Gen 8, they changed the way speed works, and if, like, the middle of the fight, something like Trick Room goes up, or Tailwind, it automatically recalculates what's going on. Is that where we got to hit twice, basically? Catch this boy. Yeet. Oh, nice. Do I get to keep that? He's just my boy. Maybe this is an easy way to catch a lot of Pokemon. And get... Oh, maybe not. No, it just lets you swap out. Oh, he has no guard with Stone Edge. Also, it says he's just Rock type, not Rock and Dark. No guard Stone Edge is cool, but I'm good without it. You only get to keep one catch. Okay. What if I want to keep Lantern forever, though? Because he is my son. Flying. Guess we're fighting a, I don't know what that normal type on the right... Oh, it's Taurus. Encountered a backpacker. What supplies would I like? Whoa, do I just get to keep one of these? I get to have a life orb for free? Blunder Policy... Shell Bell... Normal Gem... Wise Glasses... Give me a life orb. Do I just get to keep that forever? Or is that just for now? Oh, it's for now. Okay, never mind. I was like, that'd be sick if this was a good way to farm for those. It's a shame that Dynamax is forced in online, because I would have really wanted to play it. I got like a thing on when I started my Switch that said that there was an online tournament with rules and stuff. But it's like, you still have to play Dynamax anyway, so you might as well just run like Gyarados, right? And because I couldn't get the shiny one, what's the point, you know? Max Airstream. That poor boy. Did you play Showdown? I've streamed Showdown a few times. His speed rose. I hope that he's going to use Trick Room again. Yeah, I've streamed Showdown a few times. People tend to stop watching though. Or they like cheat. And it's not that fun. Sometimes it's good though. We've had a good few games against chat in it. I only really play randoms though. Oh, randoms, I only play like randomizer. The streams were pretty fun. But like, people tend to leave and then there's like 2 people left in chat. And it's not very fun to stream to like 1 person, you know? Oh, hang on. Could I have Dynamax this whole time? No, I couldn't. I need to wait for it to recharge, I guess. What are you doing? Water Absorb. Oh, he accepted the Lycan Rock. Could everyone have accepted it there, because everyone had a chance to catch it? That'd be sick. Murder this boy. Good old Life Ball. Throw a Pokeball now. Alright. Wait, hang on. I shouldn't do this if I'm not going to actually take it, right? Because it's just a waste of a Pokeball. Like, I don't even get the entry, do I? Or do I get the entry if I swap it out? Maybe this is a waste of Pokeballs. I'm not too sure myself. Yeah, I'm good without it. Although Psychic, Rain Dance, nah. Dean decided to take it. Every Pokemon has a high shiny chance, but you find out at the end. Oh, okay. Got some berries. Is that why... Oh, nice. Is that why someone in chat was talking about Regidrago? Do you get that from here? No, I'm happy with the Pokemon I've got. Why is Dean taking the girder? Why would you do this? Don't insult Nightboy, he's trying his best. Oh, it's Jinx. God, that is scary. That was a loud noise from a loud pocket monster. Alright, I guess I'm gonna T-Bolt. I don't want to risk the chance of missing. I was also maybe like a Confuse Ray, but this might work. Round? Isn't Round a move that I got hit with once in some stream, and I got really confused as to why I, like, instantly died? Still not really sure what it does. What move was then? Whoa, that was a strong-ass Focus Punch. Crit. That was insane. No, don't use Trick Room. You could have just hit it. The heck? I guess it's because it's a Psychic type, it was like trying to avoid it. Okay, maybe Girder's alright. A bit weird that it's not the evolved one. No, I don't need this. So I guess you go through and hope you get a shiny, but hope you don't get 2 shinies, so you'd have to actually decide which one you'd prefer. They're found in temples in the Tundra, not raid dens. I see. So they're 5, like 1 for each Reggie. Oh, this is spooky. I'm assuming it's scripted. Oh, it's Suicune, yo! I don't know why I'm surprised. It's like oh, it's a really rare Pokemon. It's like, isn't that the point of the DLC? Suicune's sick. We could get it with a nice Crocoon set, maybe? Doggo. I want Suicune. Is this predefined? Like, does everyone get a Suicune, or is it just random? Hello. That scared me a little bit. What's up? No. Oh, it's a sweet one. Yeah, perfect.
Just roast it like this.
Yeah. I don't know how well it would roast. You might want to cut it in like in such a way that it won't have like cold spots. Drizzle it in like olive oil and just roast it for like 45 minutes. It is. He's a tough boy. Yeah, squeaking is scripted and you only get to catch one per save file. I see. That's still pretty cool though. We like squeaking. I could hit Arachnid with this if I wanted to. If I keep looking at it and thinking it's water and electric, but I guess it's water and bug or something. Pretty cool typing. Then bring up Vaporeon in this chat. We had a Vaporeon on our team. Apparently we accidentally gave it a dodgy name. Jolteon and Raichu. Vaporeon and Suicune. Wow. What's Raichu got to do with them? Do you not mean, what's the electric one called? I don't remember. Raikou, right? That's it. Coaching. What does that do? It raises my attack and defense. Oh. That's pretty good in 4v4. Or 4v1. I mean, not against a special attacker, when we're all special attackers, but I appreciate the thought. Nice nullifying the stat changes as well. Amazing. Great move. What was the point of that, Arachnid? Raikou's pretty cool. Playdol must recharge. From what? Did it use Hyper Beam? I got max lightning the heck out of them. I don't even know what that does. What would max lightning do? Hey Tommy. My large son. Him. Can Lantern have a water absorb or only volt absorb? Be cool if you had like the option between both. Stop raising everyone's attack, brother. You're the only physical attacker here. Or maybe the spider is, I don't know. Look, Lunge might do 50% more damage. He does get water absorb. Oh, probably electric terrain. Oh. What does that do? Oh, so I just punched the microphone, sorry, with my head. It kinda hurt. I feel like I've never seen that animation before. Did we not have a electric type on our last tomb? I don't think we did. Sleep doesn't work. It doesn't do anything with paralysis. Nice hyper beam this. Oh, that poor girder. Shot off the face of the earth. Wait, hang on. Does Suicune learn Psychic? The battlefield got weird. I guess that's Psychic terrain, which I still don't really understand. Nice water absorb, brother. That was Psychic. Did he always get Psychic? Just no one ran it. Nice lunge. Psychic terrain might stop priority moves, maybe. Makes things weird. Hey, Unicorn. How are you doing, Tomu, in lockdown country? Do you feel safe at home, knowing that in Dutch version of Poundland, people run around in groups without masks on and squeeze past each other? It's terrifying. Like the Aldi here. It's just scary. Like, this country doesn't require masks, so in the cheaper shops, people just don't care. It's pretty spooky. Hey chat, what do we call this Suicune? One old man told you COVID wasn't real the other day. Well, maybe he won't be real the next day. Hello, Yoni. Yes, I would like to keep the Suicune. No, actually, I'm thinking I'll have the Sleevelet. I guess if you want a shiny one, you'd say no, wouldn't you? Oh, did I get one with that's not modest, never mind. Does it have good IVs? It's mild. Oh no, it's extra sensory, which is like a worse psychic. Liquidation. E-speed. It comes with Calm Mind. Nice. Don't catch them if you're shiny hunting. I'm not shiny hunting. Oh, you get 9. So if you want to get the hidden ability on something, you have to go through like 200 times. What do we call this Suicune? You can get candies to change nature. Yeah, I know. It's a good set. It's okay. What do we call this Suicune? How about... send it to a box.
Hello.
Jesus wept. Hello.
I got the knife stuck in
You got the knife stuck in the pumpkin. You need a hand. The pumpkin won. I can't believe you lost to a pumpkin. I'll be back in a second, chat. You can wait for a second.
No, my hands are covered in. I managed to cut half of the pumpkin, and then the other half I got my knife stuck in, and it will not budge. I'm making yes. Yes. I'm making a pumpkin hat always for protection against corona. No, I'm not crafting. That would be too dangerous. For shout, I'm really close to the mic though. Did I shout? Can I sit? I can sit. Oof. I need to get a new chair. Well, I ordered a new chair. But I have no chair. So I've been using a chair that comes with the kitchen, which has no back support, so now my back hurts. Hang on, I recognize you. The story cannot proceed. Need to wait until the streamer comes back. Oh, like my apartment for the last words, I know. So is everything alright now, Tomu? Are you in your nice new apartment and like, is it going well? Turn off the switch to increase the volume. Okay, that's good to hear. Scratching your back until the base and stops hurting. Oh no. I had like horrible shoulder pain before I moved because I'm pretty sure I was moving the boxes incorrectly. And bad for my back. Are you cutting the rest of the pumpkin? Okay, be careful. Oh, he's done now. It took me like half an hour to carve into the pumpkin. He needs to wee. How does one incorrectly move boxes, Chris? So you know when they teach you the correct moving posture, which is to like squat down and not bend your back? I did the complete opposite and I bent my back without squatting down. So I was standing and I just bent over. So that's really bad. Because I forgot that was not the correct position. It's a nice studio flat, so no stinky COVID people. Yeah, that's really great. You fool. Well, I don't really move boxes that often, do I? I always have like awful posture doing anything at all. I'm pretty sure when I had to, like, you know, medical examination when you have to examine the patient, when I was doing practice for that at uni, the like instructor came up to me and was like, you have to pay attention to how you're sitting. Like you have to sit properly because you're gonna have back pain later on if you keep doing this.
You get back seated on how you sit.
When doing medical examinations, yeah. I was doing like a weird like bending over thing.
It's me.
How do you manage picking up so? I didn't know. I was like, this does hurt my back, but surely this must be the way to pick things up. Anything? Yeah, but you know what? I think my knees are crunchy as well, so...
I chopped the rest of the pumpkin for you, by the way.
Thank you for chopping the pumpkin.
How are you cutting it? Because you just put your weight into it and it falls through.
You just put your weight... maybe you just have one.
Do I weigh more than you?
Got him.
Go on, get out. Get out of here. No, you get to be the streamer now.
I get to be the streamer now. Really muscly arms and noodle legs, wow! Except it's actually the opposite. I have like no arm strength.
What do you mean arm strength?
I can't
You
do
lift a
push-ups.
building.
I can't do push-ups.
It's time for my job, Christopher.
You know, so it's like a crane. Okay, travel for my job, Christopher. You go make your phone console.
Chris, look, it's a twat.
Is that the twat?
Yeah, she's horrible. Her dad is like taking her out for like a fun adventure in the outdoors, and she's like, "No, Dad, I want to go and play in this den." Like, oh my gosh. What's your name? Watcher. Name's a Woolen. What's up, cunt?
No! Why?
Poof. Is that how you always talk? It's not bad. Is my dad on this way too? Are you coming back in, Chris? Should I shut the void? Alright. Hi, chat. It's me, the streamer. Whoops. How's it going, lads? How are you enjoying staring at that one screen where that person said, "I know you"? Oof. Can the non-streamer come back? Tommy, be gone. Or I'm gonna go back to streaming Osu even though it's not allowed and you have to get DMCA'd. He's as stubborn as a mudbray. I don't know what that is. You held your own against my old man. No, I lost. I couldn't even kill his first Pokemon. Hang on, I'm trying to eat some fruit and nuts like a small monkey. This bloody plastic is beating me. She's like a crane. It's a donkey from Sun and Moon. Is that the one that evolves into the ground type? Used to be a gym leader, even on holidays, no pushover. You're in a nice studio flat, so no stinky COVID people. Nice, Tommy. Is Chris making pumpkin soup? Yeah, Chris's mum bought us a pumpkin. Dad's going mad. He kept going about how he planned to check out the local legends on his intense adventure tour. He seems like a great dad. I hope the end of this story is that she turns around and, you know, appreciates her father. I'm eating nut, yeah. I've lost no nut November. What girl my age would be caught doing naff things like that with her dad? What? I want to have more battles with Dynamax Pokemon. The thrill of battling one of those massive towering Pokemon. This game's a little horny. It gets me pumped, hee hee. This is a freeze frame. I'm gonna save that. Is Osu streaming dead because of DMCA or do people stream it less? I don't know. I feel like if you streamed it and just played like Toho songs, you'd be okay. I haven't played it in like a month now though, so I'm probably quite bad. I was considering doing it today instead of this, but I thought this might be more fun. After you unlock these legendary raids, you ignored her dad for a couple of days. Wow. You're fierce, aren't you? You can take my place. Sounds like great fun. I'll be your new daughter. It's a brilliant idea. I'm hyped. What kind of school lets you go in wearing this? I don't understand. You could end up running into a legendary Pokemon. How about I meet up with you two after I've had my own fun in the Max Lair? Why didn't you wear, like, normal home clothes on holiday? Why are you wearing, like, school uniform and small, like, it's very small heels? Alright. Oi. Oh no! Dadmon. Why is she wearing that? It's literally snowing. Tights have got to be pretty warm in the snow, though. I feel like I've asked that before. It hurts. Where's my daughter? What happened? He stripped on a rock and struck his head. Oh my god. Adventures aren't to be taken lightly. I've learned that first head now. Amazing. I was checking to see if my daughter was behind some rocks and this is how I've ended up. Is she a roly-poly, sir? I like this man. No little bump's gonna keep me down. That kip's got me feeling right as rain. That kip? That kip? Your sleep? How do Americans play this game? Do they have to like put it into a different language or something? Hello, Pillowfoot. What's up? I'm eating some fruit and nuts and playing the Pokemon DLC. What about you? They Google Translate. Is there like British English to American English? I did. You don't say. My daughter's staying away till she's had her fill of this Dynamax adventure stuff. I'm watching you play. Yo. Are you also eating fruits and berries? Like a small chimp? This is what I am doing. I feel one at nature. It stays the same. Oh. I burned the candle at both ends working about the best itinerary I could for my dear daughter's sake. That sucks. What an awful daughter. She's at that age when she doesn't want her old man tagging along all the time. And trying to press her into doing what I want to do is probably won't win me any Dad of the Year awards. God, he's great. He's the best character so far. You just had a kebab. What did you have? That sounds pretty classic. My name's Fiona. I already told you so. Gahahaha. It's twice as nice to meet you. Thanks for the lead card, brother. Let's have ourselves a smashing adventure that my daughter will be itching to join in on the fun. Hell yeah, brother. That should be a setting. There's an ultra mega great response. Just what I was hoping to hear. Gahahaha. We're gonna have ourselves a real treat of a legendary Pokemon hunt. Hell yeah. Let's go to Freezington. It's a town just a short freight ways off. Should I wear a jumper? Strategic meeting for the Adventor. I'll fill you in on the details when we get there. Let's reconvene post-haste. Is that really how you spell post-haste? Never mind. Could you imagine if I really talked like that? Gahahahaha. God, he's great. He had like a few shots of whiskey or something before getting here. So wait, chat. Can I do these over and over again to get all the other legendaries? I thought post-haste would have a hyphen in the middle. A lot of words with post seem to have a hyphen. That seems pretty sick. So you just run through and get like a, the 3 legendary dogs. Is that how you get like the Articuno and stuff? Like the fighting type one? I don't know which one is fighting type, but I know like the birds are now fighting Dark Psychic, maybe? Alright. New forms are found in the Tundra. Okay. Well, I'll explore and see what I can find. I'm not too worried about catching the normal Pokemon yet. That can be like end of the stream stuff. Like when you finish the main area, you go back and catch everything. Which again, I don't think we actually bothered doing with the other area. Maybe we should have. Titling this YouTube VOD is going to be really strange because I think this is going to go on the main channel. Because all the other Pokemon stuff has. But the other one's called like Part 1, Isle of Armor. And there was never a Part 2. I could just call it Pokemon Sword DLC. What's up? I'm the mayor of Freezington. It's a surprise to have visitors. Have you heard about the legend of bountiful harvests? Sure. Never mind it, barely had... What? There's little to otherwise attract visitors here. Bit of a shame. People come all this way to investigate what turns out to be a fairy tale. Hang on, I'm choking on fruit and nuts. The first DLC VOD has a part 1 but not part 2. Yeah. Hang on, I started choking. That wasn't very good. Here's this specialty. Boatneck sweatshirt. Yeah. It's embezzled, just like our government. It hasn't sold very well. We have a lot left over. Unusually sized head. We thought it would make it a bit more hip. To see what he looked like, look at that statue. He looks like a horse. Take your lead Pokemon for a stroll. No, I knew he wasn't going to explain the legend. You can tell me the legend if you want, Tommy. It's him! Hell yeah. Pokemon has some great dads, doesn't it? He's very small. Does he fly behind you? Oh, no he doesn't. What? Oh, he does! Oh, that's cute. Oh, he's very cute. Hello, my son. Oh, that's adorable. It's a stupid goat deer with a massive head that makes crop grow good. I see. Alright, well anyway, we'll have big milkers follow us around. Bit weird of big milkers to follow around with a bottle of their own milk, right? Come with me, big milkers. Here's the title for the VOD. Pokemon Crown Tundra DLC. You won't believe what happens next. Stack Attacker is better than Shadow Rider Calyrex? Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh? Blue Eyes, go. Our village may not be that lively, but I like staying here. Sick. Lovely like Nintendo DS loading screen. It's cold, why not stay a while and get warmed up? Oh, him! Get back in the bag. That's Fwoofty! I found it I thought its name's Nebby. I found it shivering outside the village and brought it home. Other strange Pokemon showed up. He's very strange. Maybe you should take care of it. I'm dependable. I wear trousers. Maybe when I beat the DLC. Why were you so happy to have me stand here? Ever? Ah, yes. The Human Instrumentability Project. Do you feel like walking around with your favorite Pokemon? Yeah. Oh, you can turn that off. Why would you turn that off? Spheal is a sweet young boy, and he tries his absolute best. Look at how round he is. He even has extra round icons on him. Just in case... Oh, she's angry. Stop staring at my round son. I, for one, have a round hat on. You don't see everyone gawking at me. I'm trying my best. Oh, him sit! Hello, Swablu. Swablu is sweet. It's cold and I'm old. The coronavirus doesn't exist. Classic old people. Oh, must be a cold. Have you looked at the statue? Fine, I'll activate the presumably cutscene. Or I'm just going to press A and it's going to be like, it's a statue. God, that is a stupid looking statue. It's a statue. Oh, it is just a text. Okay. Orb. Let's go in the houses. Maybe there's something for us to steal. Yo, Matong. No, wait, Belt? Whatever it is. They've all got different names. Bellum. The final boss from Phantom Hourglass. Is it Beldum? I can never remember what like some of the random Gen 3 Pokemon are. Like the pre-Evos. There's gotta be something back here, right? Like a secret? Maybe not. Oh, hello. The Zelda boss is Beldum, that's it. Hello. Cool, I should probably put different clothes on. My like shins are gonna come off. Here you are. Hello. This pokey little place is our lodgings. Wait, do I get to stay with this woman's like dad? Oh, it's the headpiece from the giant thing. It's also something more important. Our base camp. Not much of a base camp, is it? This is an amazing, lovely little cottage. What do you mean? Air of importance. Enough faffing around. Let's see what the exploration team is after. There's a few strange and mysterious legends. For example, a huge-headed Pokemon known as the King of Bountiful Harvests. Not to mention... Oh, I love him. A massive red tree where legendary flying Pokemon gather. And furthermore, the great hulking dot-faced giants that sleep in some ruins. Etc. I love this character. He's fantastic. It's bursting with juicy legends. And we're not stopping until we've found just how much truth there is to them. There you have it. That's us. This is our grand, noble, magnificent goal. If I had it my way, I'd be doing this with my daughter. Oh. But who knows? They say that even chancy meetings can lead to blissful friendships. Oh dear. Oh god, what? Happini. That's it. You caught all the birds and Reggies before seeing it there. Moy. Let's go, brother. Chief? Obviously. What do you think would happen if the two of us went off gallivanting together? My daughter would come back for an emotional reunion and find it empty. Just the thought of it. I say, wait, Tomu, did you not do any of the DLC? Did you just sit in that cave going over and over again? Gah! I would never let that happen. What on earth are you doing? So wait, in that cave, if you can only get one Suicune per save file, are you guaranteed to get a legendary every time? Or does it usually end with a random Pokemon? And after a while, you just won't get any legendaries anymore. Yeah, I could feel my soul leave. I get uniform? Yeah. The end is always a legendary. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I look cute. Yeah, that's way warmer. You sat in a cave for 2 days, you came out to do the DLC and you didn't watch the cutscenes, you were watching Netflix. What were you watching? Got some stare uniforms. Oh, I look cute. Do you ever want to change or have a kip go in here? Don't wink outside the bedroom. There's different scarves in there, yeah. Have these too. Rewatched The Witcher. Was it any good? Oh god, he looks ridiculous. Legend of Giants. Oh, is it how to do Braille? Because that was the meme, wasn't it? Like in Gen 3, you had to know Braille or own the instruction manual. Let these two Pokemon have a heckin' change. So these are the different ones, right? This is Regirock. I don't know. Registeel. Regice, I guess? And this is Drago and Aleki. Pokemon's for 3-year-olds now. Oh. We together stealing the snow. It's Giant of Steel, Giant of Ice, Giant of Stone, Giant of Steel, Giant. 2 giants. Alright, I mean, I guess this is probably just going to be like, press A in front of some buttons, or like, push a rock or something. Bird Pokemon. So at 12 PM you can catch legendary Pokemon. Alright. Apart from hours of dedicated telly-watching. I love him. Look at that clue. Although he is a bit outdated, no one watches the telly anymore. You should have called it Netflix. Let's call this Expedition. Oh! The Sacred Bonds of Sovereign and Steed. That was awesome. A custom cutscene. That was incredible. There's a big statue of him in the middle of the village. His head isn't that big. Oh, that was sick. Do you want to change back in your usual clothes? No. This looks cute. The cutscene's really focused on that headpiece. Master Ball. Oh, cheers. It's a ultra mega corker of a ball. They got it ages ago from somebody that I used to know. Do you ever get turned around? Look for the adventuring flag. Oh, you made that flag yourself. That's so sweet. This is like the best dad. I feel really like sad that this daughter doesn't even like appreciate it. He's gone through all this effort for a fun holiday. He made his own flag. And like hand-drawn notes, and she's just fucked off. That's really quite sad. Ah, my pillow's caught your eye, has it? Pillow? It's got some wisdom to impart. If you can put your head on it and fall asleep, it's a pillow. Who's in charge of translations? I want them to have like a bonus. Can they have the like £70 that this game costs from me? I left my favourite pillow at home, so I looked around for something to rest my head on and I found this behind the inn. Can I have it? You want to hand over my pillow? I was asking for a lot, Chief. What's that? You think it's got something to do with the legendary Pokemon? Really? This is just some old thing I found. If you want it, Chief, who am I to refuse? Have it. Bonk. Track that legend down. I love this man. I actually adore him. Remember how like the other DLC had just like a bunch of random people we didn't like? This one? I like this one. It's chipped. Is the DLC the same between both Sword and Shield, by the way? Or are there changes? He vandalized the statue because he forgot his pillow. I think the statue was already vandalized, and he just found it behind the inn. Changed my armband. Oh, that's cute. Do I have my own colour? Give me a... Yeah, I'm exploration team. I guess that's the red I already have, right? That's really sweet. Change my outfit, please. I have a different hat I could wear? Like a woolly hat. Oh, I need to change the way my hair is being styled. Can I at least wear some nice scarf? What, he was talking about scarf. Where is that? Oh, it's the boat neck, maybe. Okay. Do we... Oh, I guess the scarf he just meant was on the arm. He had no idea what it was. Yeah, I think he didn't know. I don't know, I like the outfit they've given me. I think it's kind of cute. Alright, whatever. He meant the armband, yeah. I guess so. I don't know, I just thought it would be like an actual scarf. That makes sense, though. This is sweet. Feeling cute might go capture a regional deity. Classic. Feeling sort of like a 10-year-old left out into the world with a bunch of fighting monsters. Feeling like I might thwart an evil empire and capture some gods. Ooh. All the various trees and stuff. Very cool, very cool. Oh, Jesus, wept Christopher.
You should really turn your volume down.
I can't hear you because I'm deaf, Chris. Look, Chris, it's Big Milkers.
Don't say big.
That's his name.
No, the milk tanks are cute, don't worry.
What do you think?
Chocolate.
What do you think? Chocolate made with what? What kind of chocolate is that, Chris? Milk chocolate.
Cocoa beans.
Alco beans.
Ah.
Thank you. Just bought me some green and blacks. What's this? What a strange set of cutscenes. Yes, there they are. Oh, it's Sonia. I remember you. Gotta go fast. This is what my hypothesis was about. Woolen? What are you doing here? I'm exploring. You having me on this freezing place? Only locale I'd go. Now I'm here, learning about a group of Pokemon. Some people like to live in isolation, like here. I think a certain trio of legendary Pokemon are lurking here. Which one? There's a lot of trios, like every game has a trio. Iron Will Pokemon. 2% of the data needed. Iron Will Caravan and Grassland. Cavern? Did I say Caravan? Don't tell Top Gear. We need 100% of the data. I have no idea what trio that is. Is that the one that, is that the Sun and Moon one? Like the Tapu Fini or whatever? Or is that like the Gen 5 one? What's his name? The Gen 5 trio. Is that, well, one of them is grass type. Aren't there 5 of them? There's... No, wait, I'm thinking of the Genie. It's not the Genie. It's like... This is like the Verizon one, isn't it? And, Cobalion and whatever the hell the other one is. Got a bottle cap. Do I really want to bother picking that up? Alright. Does Gen 5 have 2 trios, then? Oh, who's him? Oh, it's Audino. You don't even need to EXP grind in this game, do you? Right? That you can just... You just get, like, EXP candy from stuff, don't you? Weather Trio and Doggos. Focus Sash? Yeah. They usually just throw stuff at you, huh? I think I never got more leftovers, did I? Even though I hit so many trees. A strange world we live in. Is this some of the data? 2% of the data. So I need to pick up 50 random tracks. Surely there's more than 50, right? There's got to be like a trillion. God, there's so many bloody things. Isn't it 50 per Pokemon? I thought you said you needed 100% to track them. There's more than 50. Oh wait, sorry, 50 tracks per Pokemon. Possibly. Does what's-her-face show up after that and go like, oh, you can do it now? Oh, that was a tree that was fading in. Alright, now I'm like, it's like the Diglett thing actually, isn't it? It's like the exact same thing. I never got all those Diglets. It's Reggie, one of them. Beep beep beep. You have to go to her. Oh. This is where the giants live. No one can get it open. I would call this adventure the Terrible Titans lurking locked away. Where? Check out the statue in the town. Yeah, I'll do that at some point. Don't worry. Hello, M Dragon, by the way. You can do it. Actually, I'll go do that now, because I will forget if I don't do it right now. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, Nidoran and Nidorino. I guess that means there's Nidoking and stuff now. And Nidoqueen. UU is going to be really interesting in this game, isn't it? Wait, what was here, wasn't it? There's also a Pokeball there. Feels like it's missing something. Do you want to try putting the crown on? Yeah? Him. Good. Good to hear. Weekend been doing well. Lovely. Crowro? What the heck? Oh my word. That was scary. He's kind of a freaky looking thing, isn't he? Does it want you to follow it? Maybe. Do I have to be off the bike here? Utility Umbrella. Protects from rain and sunlight. Wait, what does that mean? As in it doesn't let you use rain to get more damage on your water moves, or... I guess like damp? No, dry skin, maybe? Is that a thing? I don't remember. It seems like a weird item. Hello. Crowwowen. You have a massive head. Do you want to ready a Pokeball? Alright. Cra. Alright. That was very interesting. I thought there'd be more to it than that. Cut round. Unnerve. Oh, no, there's much more to it than that. He hasn't even got a level. Alright, big milkers. Eat him with a body slam. Hit him with those milkers. Squunch. Oh, never mind, do that. Psyshock. That didn't do very much. Alright, what type do you think it probably is? Like, was it like grass and fairy or something? There's probably not much we can do then. I'll see if I can get like a random paralysis. Can't make catching it easier. Oh, grass psychic. It does have a massive brain. Wait, psychic weak to fairy? I don't really know how fairy works. I feel like fairy was super effective against everything. Heal pulse. Thanks. Okay. Sure. Is it like useless? Grass psychic's a really unfortunate typing. Someone uses like oh god, what is it? Leech life or something, it just like falls over. Why did you call this big cow Big Milkers? I think chat named it last time we were playing. You can get the paralysis on that. I like that its abilities on Nerve as well. Like, it makes you unsettled. Ah, just chuck a regular Pokeball at it, maybe. What? Oh, do I need to kill it? Fairy is good against fighting, dark, and dragon. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, dragon, definitely. It was added to stop like Dragmag, basically, wasn't it? You did it. You killed me with your milkers. Who are you? Why am I talking to this bloody reindeer? Crown, 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 crown. Wait, hang on, sorry. Like, there's a bunch of, like, human-speaking Pokemon, right? And, like, psychic ones that can talk directly in your brain. You're telling me that, like, the, like, box legendary of this DLC that is psychic type and has a giant brain can't speak English, or, like, psychically. When, like, Ghastly can. Oh, yes, he can. He just seems lazy. What a massive noggin! Oh, amazing. That's a bit rude, isn't it, mate? You wanna fight? What's this? You wanna go, lad? Ah. What the f- Oh my god. What? Ah, sturdy body, just as I expected. Hope he doesn't mind that I use it for the time being. God, that's creepy. That's really scary, actually. I don't like that. I hope he doesn't mind if I make use of this for the time being. Are you the Pokemon? Oh, I see you have grasped the situation already. Very astute of you. I am Calpol, known as the King of Teenagers Left at Home. I have borrowed this man's body in order to thank you in person. There are no words to adequately express my gratitude for restoring my statue. I used to be a king. The humans offered me many things, so I bought them things too. Many years people forgot about me. They used to make offerings every year, but they don't anymore. I get strength from faith. It's hyperdimension Neptunia. My loyal steed has abandoned me. You were kind enough to restore my statue. Thanks for the strength. I'm gonna thank you by taking over this man's body. This is creepy. I want to know whether people have forgotten about me. Oh my god, he's got that's why he's got a massive ego, isn't he? You made me splatter my tea. That's a good response. As expected. Ask if they remember. I tried asking myself, but they treated me like a fairy tale creature and ran off. Please help. Alright. He's just... You're right there, mate. Yeah, I'd be confused too. Hey, hello, Cloverful. I guess we can just leave him there for a while. Is he dead? I'm not sure. I mean, we could literally just leave him there, right? Truth or dare? Alright. Give us a dare. If you complete my dare of posting one wool-hee-hee in chat. That is my dare to you. What is this? Oh, charcoal. It's like playing Gen 2. One what? One wool-hee-hee in chat, please. Very important. Thank you. Thank you, Minty, for fulfilling. There you go. You're trying your best. God, there's just so much random stuff to press A on, isn't there? I don't really get the purpose of it. Could get an— oh! Shit! There's an Aerodactyl! I love Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's sick. I'll have to catch one at some point. Oh, and there's a Chandelure here. Quite funny. Cracked pot. Very British. Alright. Catch the first Pokemon you see. That's a serious dare. Oh my word, look at this thick boy here. Lovely chonky legs he's got there. Those thighs, etc. Alright, I'll catch the first Pokemon I see. I think we already have a Bronzong. Like, it's hard to tell, right? We'll catch this thing then. Here you go. Angry. Go, big milkers. flatten this person. Helping hand. Do you want to help with this? I'm not sure about that. Poison point. Oh, jeez. Your turn to ask. I still dared you to post a wool-hee-hee, and you haven't done that yet. So your dare is now to post 2 wool-hee-hees. Wool-hee-hee. Good enough. Good enough. Oh my word. Alright. Nidorina must be like easy to catch, right? It's like Gen 1 Pokemon you catch on like Route 10. Best you can do is 1. How's your weekend been, Spycrabs? Do you think we should play Deep Rock Galactic at some point in a few days? Like, we still need to play the rest of Outlast. We need to play the DRG update. Isn't it you send it twice in a row? Oh dear. It's trying to stop you. What was I saying? There was some other updates we needed to do. What was it? Vermintide we're doing later today. I'd say in about 3 hours and a bit. We'll probably take a break between the 2 streams so I can make dinner. Oh! Nidoqueen. She's quite short. I thought Nidoqueen was massive. Maybe it was just the anime that made me think that. I thought it was like 10 foot tall. Alright, go on. Milkers versus Milkers. Who would win? Someone get Zally in here. You have this though. What is that? Yo boy nanny underscore SQ. Is that Cyndaquil? Pretty cute. Rock and Stone, yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, RuneScape. There was an update of some kind. And also just in general we should play it. Probably. I don't remember. We had a few things we wanted to play. I bought Sekiro in the sale. I wanted to play that at some point as well. We're still just trying to work out how I'm going to do the schedule now. Like the other day we did our test stream. Yesterday we did the little Halloween stream. Today we're trying out a little daytime or 2. We'll see how it goes. We might end up like scheduling in most evenings. And then doing the occasional like weekend daytime stream or something. Stuff like this. Kinda sus Chunker's innocent. Hi Zally. Nidoqueen is better at defense than offense. It will break any children from any type of attack. Monk ass. Here you go, Zally. Just for you, Zally. Sent to a box. How's it going? Hey, Sunday. Sunday? Oh, I guess it's Sunday. Milkies. I like milk. Hell yeah. Moi, Zally. Ooh. Flash cannon. I thought you'd be excited about that, Zally. Alright, wait, should I go online in game? Connect to the internet, please. I think my Switch is set up with the internet. Or does it not work because I don't have Nintendo Online anymore? Please don't say like my email address or something. Ah. I don't have Nintendo Online anymore. I was on TK's account, but then he like deleted it. You never renamed them, really? Let ring the piercing note. Alright. Let ring the piercing note. I guess it's not ringing the bell. I guess I'll accidentally start Pokemon Camp while I'm sitting here. Hey y'all. Oh, him! Hello, my son. Just for you. Oh look, there's a Bellossom. Or whatever. Like fake Bellossom. Whoa. Quack. Get off your bike and whistle. Wait. Sorry. Is my whistling louder than the bike whistle? Or the bike bell? Really? What's the button for that? Really? Really? Really, though? Hang on, I don't think I have the stuff to catch him. Don't tell me it's just trial and error. Oh! Yo! It's a remix of the actual song. From Gen 3. Do you hear that? Sure. Him! Whoa! Wait, if I leave and come... Oh, this is a good song! I love this song. The Birds song. The Birds have their own song. Do they have a remix of Gen 1 or something? This is where I saw CJ sitting for like hours against this thing. Let's see if I can do luckier than him. The higher the user's defense, the more damage it does. Does high horsepower not have a secondary effect? Big milkers use body press. Squinch. Iron defense. Alright. That'd be weird, Spike Grubs. You got them in luxury balls and them in Premiere. Well. Man, I like this. This is like an actual banger of a tune. I'm gonna turn up the audio on my TV. I guess technically I have a TV next to my monitor now. I could legit play this through a TV if I wanted to. How's it like the Officers' theme? Does it? I thought it was just the Gen 3 Legendary theme, isn't it? Ba -ba, ba -ba -ba -ba. Is that Gen 5 that has that? That's a good song. See what high horsepower does. Nothing. Useless move. Alright. Charge beam. You had so much fun getting 3 golems back in the day. I thought I got them in Gen 4 somehow. Maybe not. Maybe I think you're Regigigi, yes. The one we have to stand for a minute without moving. Oh. Proper adventure. Hell yeah. Wait, what's my Durance ability right now? Swarm, right? What's Registeel's ability? Pressure? Sturdy? I don't remember. Clear body. Oh, is it clear body? Oh, all the Regis might have clear body, actually. Oh, so is eye defense +2? It's Cotton Guard that's +3, right? Wait, your special attack is ass, isn't it? Well, I have no idea what to do then. Oh yeah, it still doesn't resist Ghost anymore, does it? We'll just hit it with random stuff, I guess. Patch a whale camp on the eve of a blood moon in the 13th hour. What? You get them in platinum, but not diamond and pearl. Ah, I see. Alright, well my boy Quagsire will come in here, so I'm pretty sure he walls him, right? Oh. Random called you a bitch boy. On Instagram. Well, tell them they suck. Earthquake's not gonna kill him, right? Wait, did I miss? No. Good. You got Shiny Sharpedo. Yeah, that's cool. Sharpedo's sick. Let's try Muddy Water. Hopefully that doesn't crit. Nice. Alright, if that's the worst you can do, I can just sit here for a while. Seems good to me. Great Ball, Premier, Heal. I think Dusk Balls are good, right? They were like broken in Gen 4. They were like 4 times a cat's chance or something. I don't know what they are in this. Alright, chat, are you ready to be sitting here for a while? Because I remember CJ just gave up and laid on his bed. He was just sitting there. Like he'd given up so much. I estimate this is going to take about 20 years. Oh no. Someone at CJ called my Goodman 2 balls. Send him an at. Send him an at. Where is he? At him. Go get him. That poor boy. Why was he waiting so long? Maybe he got like a shiny one or something. Amazing. What was the odds of that? I thought they actually have quite a low catch chance, like 1%. RNG was on my side. That was incredible. Strange material that can stretch and shrink but is durable. Hell yeah. Thanks, RNG. Registeel? Registeel took you like 20 minutes on a luxury bill, and the next two took about 4 bulls, so it balanced out. Wow. Let's call it... I want to look at its summary. It's at level 70. Okay. I'll just send it to a box, I guess. Cool. You did it. CJ said nice. Hell yeah. You got anything? You got the Steel Giant Registeel. Good work. Take the energy and catch the others. He doesn't seem that, like, weird about the fact that we just caught, like, a super legendary Iron Golem. He doesn't seem to really care too much. Hi there, brother. Alright. Ignore all the Aldinos and stuff. We've got to go hunting for legendaries. What the hell are you? Oh, it's the emo boy. Oh! Umbreon. In the wild. Hey, brother. I must have an Umbreon, right? Umbreon's cute. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Use it with a, I don't know, an overheat. See what happens. He's bulky as hell, right? Edgy Vulpix. Sure. Overheat won't kill him now, right? Because my special attack's so much lower. Cool. -4. Alright. I'm assuming it doesn't count as nighttime. Oh, Heavy Ball might work on those Reggies. Moonstone. I mean, technically he evolved with a Moonstone, but I guess that's not it. Oh, I do have a Quick Ball. Ultra Ball, Master Ball. Just check a Great Item. He should maybe finish Ultra Moon at some point. Rainbow Rocket episode. Didn't you link me a bunch of those songs once on stream and want me to listen to them? Oh, did Chandler have, like, shy face? Alright, we can catch this thing. What is he, Dark type? Well, we don't really have anything against him, so we'll just sit here. He's not particularly offensively good, is he? He's just high defense. Like a bulky boy. Charm Umbreon, I think, is also his Gen 2 OU Snorlax counter, isn't he? We can get him, go on. Oh no! Last Resort's only once you've moved every move once, right? Oh, I think you have something else. You got Vulpix and Eevee mixed up. They're very seriously the same. Like, cute sort of fox dog thing. Do you not like what Great Ball? Oh my god. Quagsire can no longer escape. You've signed your own warrant, brother. We're not allowed to leave. Honorable. Wow. I failed on the crit. Great balls don't look that bad, do they? I got another crit. Oh my word. That's very unlucky. So we got a Registeel faster than we did a random Wild Umbreon now. Oh dear. They are evolved Pokeballs. Yas. Get him, brother. Yay. Hold B down when the ball hits. No. That can't be a thing in this game. Isn't it holding down BA and start? That's what you're meant to do. We actually didn't have an Umbreon. Boy did not want to get caught. He's got high attack, low defense. Nothing of use. He's lonely. He likes to run. Well. Can go to a box where he could be lonely. Emo Vaporeon. Now you are the copy pasta. How does it feel? What was that? Oh, he's got a little face. Hey. He's kind of freaky looking, Mr. Stonehenge there. Alright, I like he's got the little Celtic shoelaces. Ah, oh, I think it's cute. Alright. Ignore the Nidoran. Oh, God. Alright. Well, there's so many pocket monsters in this game about catching pocket monsters. B Yoshi. Pokédoll. Oh, it's the bloody ghost tree from Sun and Moon. He has a decent move now, doesn't he? Scary noise. Wasn't his deal that he had like no good moves, but then they added Poltergeist or something? Is it Poltergeist? Oh, him! It's Wait, hang on. You're not the. Oh, is that? Isn't that Ghost? Isn't he like a really good Pokemon? Shadow Ball feels pretty good. Do I own one of those? I think I do, don't I? I forget what it's called. Dracloak. No, I guess it's the Dragapult, that's it. He looks exactly the same as this, doesn't he? Oh, is he Ghost type? Ghost Dragon? Does he have Levitate? Phantom Force? Oh my god. Not sure about Levitate. Okay. Phantom Force sounds scary, but Quagsire does not go. That was spooky. Wait, isn't... What's the one I'm thinking of that's Giratina's move that they ended up giving to random Pokemon? He doesn't have Levitate. Does he have Clear Body? I feel like he has one of those. Like, he's very fast. Dragon Dance? Oh, he's wiggling his little bum. Or Infiltrator. Does Infiltrator let you hit behind Substitute? That's a pretty good ability, so yeah, that sounds pretty good. Dragon Darts. Does he throw out his little son there? Come on. Shadow Force. What did he do? Phantom Force. I see. He shoots his little child at you. Alright, let's keep throwing balls, but then... Oh! He's not even in sight, so it doesn't count. Okay. This is probably going to kill Quagsire, isn't it? Maybe I should leave and go and heal. Yeah. For catching stuff, if we're not actually fighting anyone, maybe we should just use our normal team. There's a Dragapult. Have I never heard your cry? He's a pretty cool Pokemon. Like, are there actually no fights in this beyond, like, the occasional NPC fight? Because if that's the case, I might just use the normal team. I thought we were going to have to, like, you know, interact with people. Evidence of the grassland. Oh, so it's not evidence of all the Pokemon, it's evidence of one. Alright. Just legendary fights. So should I not bother with all this? Are you my you are my Pokemon. Okay. How strange. So is the DLC literally just catching Pokemon? Which, not being funny, is probably the most boring bit of Pokemon. Like, getting the legendaries is cool. But I quite like the gym fights and stuff, right? Battling is... yeah, battling's a bit boring. Is that an Assault Vest? There's some cool story with the Bountiful Harvest. Okay. We'll do the story bit. Stone Edge. Alright. Is this Stone Boy? Oh, it just used EVLI. Okay, let's go back to the town then. Wherever the heck that was. That can't be this area. Ask villagers about the King of Bountiful Harvests. Yeah, let's go there. You have to reach Red and Blue and Cynthia in the battle tree. Yo. Yeah, some animations are a little bland. Do you have to go ask people about the guy? Hello. We like carrots. Maybe you want some carrot seeds. Yeah, go on. The seeds are quite valuable. I'll give you seeds. Wait, why do I want carrot seeds? I used to believe it was real. I was told if I made mischief, he would steal my body away. Yeah, told me stories about that when I was a kid. It was an odd fairy tale. He does steal people's bodies, though. You need the seeds. Oh, do I? I'll go on them. Now we can bury the ore and make our crops huge. Alright. Freezington. Okay. Okay. Hey, Abdo. What does he... oh my god, I have money. Okay, let's just get, like... we want, like, 1 trillion of those, right? Bread? Wait, why would I buy a big pearl? Is there someone you can sell it to for more? Anyway, let's just buy, like... 99 of these. The seller will never replace the Hex Maniac selling milk. What? Hi, Baikarami. Hello, hello. Hello, I'm rather busy doing nothing right now. Classic old lady. By the way, do you mind socially distancing? Just thought I'd ask. We just heal the land around here so we can... okay, whatever. Kick her in the shins. That must have annoyed her at least a little bit, right? How's it going, Army? Hello, do you know about the King of whatever? You like 50? Okay, insane. Yeah, for somewhere in the middle of nowhere, they have some really nice kitchens. The virus Pokemon's left to be added. Isn't that what Deoxys is? Oh, there's a little thing behind the house. Hang on. Isn't Deoxys like a space virus? Could you go back to the other lady's house? Yeah. Blunder policy. Classic blunder. The old Vasa you just visited. Yeah, if you want. Finished work and got drunk last night. Oh. How did that go? Here you go, Sally. What's wrong? Not well. Oh. Oh, me. Why is the little blue space shite here? I don't know. Maybe he lives there, Sally, and you should stop being so judgmental. I remember him. He's a tourist destination. I wish he was real. Alright. You know what? If we're just catching wild stuff... We might as well use the legendaries, right? Oh, he's got good HP, good special attack. Are they guaranteed to have 3 good IVs? Suicune has pretty good IVs here. So I just get lucky, maybe. Because we could use him, or not him, I guess her. At least 3. That's pretty nice. Alright, we're going to add Wooloo back. And we can't get rid of anyone from this team, they're all so important. Alright, whatever. We'll just heal. We'll go into this little house. We'll rest. We'll go back out. We'll ask large man with forehead what's up. Who are you? Oh, Papa. Metal Papa. Badum-bumch. Very good. Oh wait, hang on. I guess we live in here, don't we? Lovely, like, house interior from the GameCube. Really put the effort in there, didn't they? Oh dear. It would look better if the inside of the house was just like generic white glow, right? I guess it looks strangely 3D when you do that. Which is maybe the effect they were going for. Oh, here he is. If only he were real. Meanwhile, you can literally see him from where you're standing. Like, are y'all blind? Or is your render distance also quite low? Hello, I have a big head. Why am I talking to you and not the guy? Because he's talking through the guy, right? Did they say anything about me? Yeah. No one believes I'm real. What if you go up to them? They've forgotten the bond with me. I'm not grieving, I am the king. This is Baikarami after 2 whiskies. Prove beyond doubt, I cannot simply rely on faith if I want my powers back. I need a horse. Your loyal steed? Yes, the 4-legged Pokemon I used to ride across the land. This boy. Alas, although we spent many days together, my power waned and I was forced to run away. Now I don't know where it is. I doubt it has remained loyal. I've lost so much power. Maybe the village knows something about them. Speak to them. Let me know. Okay. You took your hat off. What? Gah. Poor Peony. It's just a llama. It's a llama for Llama Land. Punch him in the pouch. What a big noggin. I must have fallen asleep where I stood. Sorry about that. I feel strange that my body's not my own. That's pretty freaky, isn't it? I'll go back to base and get some rest. It's freaking out here. Getting Rapidash or something. Rapidash is pretty fast, right? There must be like an Alolan Rapidash that's all frozen, right? You can just have that. Alright, he said to talk to the village elder. Royal Steed. I know a lawyer named Stephen Motorstoke. I wonder what he's up to these days. Classic old people.
Hello.
Oh, hey. That freaked me out.
I was trying. What do you want me to do? Because I don't want to tap you on the shoulder because I feel like I would.
It's just scary.
So I'm trying to say like hello very loudly, but
I didn't hear you.
Hear it.
No. I'm deaf, Chris.
Do you want me to like flash a light or something?
I don't know.
Send you.
I'm surprised I didn't hear the door open. It's right there.
I'm just getting rid of the laundry. Need to put.
Yeah?
Yes. I've roasted half of the pumpkin.
How's that
It
going?
didn't fit. It's a bit annoying we don't have an oven with 2 racks.
How did the pumpkin work?
I think I figured out how the oven works.
Yeah, you turn it on.
It didn't. It didn't like explode, so I think it like. But the pumpkin looks like sweetie. I think we should throw it in the soup, mate. It's a nice and tasty pumpkin.
Pumpkin Snoop.
In soup.
Hell yeah. When's the next Outlast stream? I don't know. When's the next Outlast stream?
Or
We'll
maybe.
do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, there you go. We'll do it tomorrow at 8.
Can we buy spooky snacks for the spooky game?
Yeah. Wait, don't we have like a trillion snacks we need to eat
No,
anyway?
I've eaten.
What?
There's no snacks. You're eating the snacks right now.
I'm eating some fruit and nuts.
There's no. There's
I nearly choked once.
Can we buy like pumpkin-shaped chocolate?
Pumpkin-shaped chocolate. Halloween's already ended.
Yeah, so it'll be on sale.
I guess so. Do you want to buy a bunch of stuff that was on
On
sale?
sale food.
Hell yeah. Oh, what's up, brother?
Isn't that the trick? Like
Neat and
one
cool.
day after Sinterklaas?
Sinterklaas. Oh wait, when's Sinterklaas? December the 5th.
December,
Yeah.
One day after Sinterklaas, all the things on sale, buy them all.
Delicious paper noten.
I don't know if you like. No, you don't like the paper. You like
Was it not
the
paper
Kruid-
noten I liked?
You like the Kruidnoten.
I like Kruidnoten, Chad. You hear that?
Paper note is the one that tastes a bit like.
Licorice.
It's a bit, yeah, like a bit licoricey and a bit chewy.
Oh no, 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 no.
Kruidnoten is the crispy, like
I want Kruidnoten.
the crispy cookie.
What's up, brother?
Small ones. I think you like Kruidnoten.
Alright. A loyal steed. Come to my home. Could you teleport me there? Right. Oh, him. Chris, have you seen him?
Who is him?
Him. He's a thick boy.
Oh,
Him!
Oh,
Him! That seems sort of unnecessary, didn't it? They like forced us to run all the way down there. Just to come all the way back up here. Seems a bit strange, doesn't it? Wee. Hey, brother.
do you see this?
You want to know about the loyal things? It was once a belligerent ruffian that would ruin the harvests. Doesn't sound like something I'd get along with. What about you? Alright, you're not Lawyer Steve. Is he up here? Is it you? That seems sort of unnecessary. You see what happened to the statue? Its head became massive. That's the way it's meant to look. It does resemble the design on the souvenir shirts. You speak as if you've seen it with your 2 eyes. The statue's been broken since I was a child. And there's a lot of old people. So, was this head just sitting behind the pub for like 70 years? Someone should have cleaned. You want to learn about the steed of the King of Bountiful Harvests? I don't know why you're interested. Come on then. An old book I read long ago said the king's steed was fond of a certain vegetable. It's probably carrot, isn't it? Because it's a horse? Maybe? What book would you like to read? The Proud Steed. It was a horse. It could go fast. The king brought him to heel. It was a dark horse, and went where ghosts were people. It was ghosts or it was white, like ice. No one knows what's true. Hardy crops for the tundra. Carrots are strange. Ice root. Shade root. Oh, so is this which horse do you want? So hang on, I saw on Reddit that there was 2 types of horses. Is it actually just one horse and you get to pick which one you want? Carrot. Yes, that's what I will grow. So this is like, you get to pick which type of horse you want. What's cooler, chat? The ghost horse or the ice horse? If I get to pick one. Classic Pokemon, like making you pick one over the other. Which one do you think's cooler? Ghost horse is special, ice is physical. Yeah, but which one's cooler? Ghost horse sounds pretty sick. But the white one you could call Shadowmere, which is also pretty sick. Hi, brother. Ghost is cooler than ice because ghosts are cool, but ice is cold. You know? Hey, what's up, brother? Oh my god. That was freaky. Human child, did you find something about my horse? The ice one looks cooler to you. Maybe we'll go with that. You choose ghost, but you're biased because ghost types are your favourite. Ghost types are pretty sick. You found out something about my horse. I'd completely forgotten it used to eat food. It likes carrots. Ah, carrots. Yeah, of course. We used to eat any kind of crop. It took everything I had to restrain it. Your crop must have been carrots. I'm in your debt, human child. We were to find carrots somewhere, it's but a trifle to lure it back. The humans grow carrots. If I could get a single seed, I could do it. By the stars, you have carrot seeds? You humans never stop adapting. I'm amazed by your ingenuity. Yes, the fields won't do. They're not suited for growing crops. If we could find rich soil, I could use my powers to grow the crops we need. Sorry, you can levitate people and talk through them, but you can't grow your crops, which is your job, in somewhere that's a little inefficient. Yeah, his eyes going small was pretty cute. Where is this soil? Okay, buy some frost ruins, I see. 2 spots, 1 in snow. Ooh. 1 in a grave. Alright chat, look, I'll make a Twitch poll in chat for which horse you want. /poll. What horse? Ghost? Ice. We'll give it like 1 minute and we'll just go. Have a little vote in that. Look in the chat. In the Twitch chat. And pick the kind of horse you want to see. Ghost or ice. And we'll go with whatever the majority thinks will be fun. You're getting in the habit of falling asleep outside. I guess it goes to show what holding down the fort isn't that easy. Take care, don't overdo it. Make sure you vote, chat. Ghost or ice? Which one's fun? You mark the 2 fields. What emote is that? Oh, it's like the Pikachu being eaten by the, like, the weird water bird. Him. Sing the song about the steed. Oh, sure. Ice root carrots, cold as ice, munched up by the bully in white. Shade root carrots, dark as gloom, crunched by the bully with a ghostly gloom. Okay, ghost horse is 1. We'll get the ghost horse. Eat your veggies too. Alright. The child came outside for a mere moment. That's pretty sweet. She doesn't seem so angry now. Maybe she just missed her granddaughter. A weird, like, Eevee onesie. Straight tripping. And was there shiny stuff here? Wise glasses. I was gonna say, do I need to bother picking these up? But those are decent, aren't they? They're just like generic, you do more damage with this type of move, aren't they? I reckon the ghost horse is here. Oh god. Maybe not in here specifically, but... Okay, I didn't mean to do that, for sure. Somewhere around here. Hey, Bronzong. Nice to see you come out of Risk of Rain 2 for a minute, though. Where is he chilling? You also had to fight this monster in a game about fighting and capturing monsters. Yeah, that would have been horrifying. Hang on, is it not here? Tiny mushroom. Hang on, I've got a little map, don't I? It's just a bit south of here. I have no idea which direction is south. But it's around here. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just spamming A and it seems to randomly work. Not even really sure what I'm pressing A on, honestly. Should it be this hard to find the patch of grass? I thought it was going to be like super obvious. Oh no. You have to plant the seed. Yeah, I'm trying to find where I'm meant to plant it. Or can I plant it in that like dirt section in the middle? Because I thought he said it was like pointless. Maybe it is just here. Was the time we'd have... Is that the old cemetery? Is this not it? Because I thought he zoomed in on a really specific patch of grass. Oh god. Hey, Babby. By the tombstones. Ah, oh, right. These are walls, not tombstones. A voucher for room service? What? Lowers speed when Trick Room takes effect. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty damn cool. Oh damn. Him. So the old cemetery Good old Aerodactyl. I think I've gone too far, but I saw this Pokeball I wanted to grab. What are you saying there, Zelly? Electrozyzer. Oh, that's for, what's his face, isn't it? My boy. You would have noticed if you hadn't called it Big Milkers. That's just how it do be. It's for, not Magmortar, what's the other one? The like Electivire? Might be Electivire. Hang on, is it not around here? Am I stupid? Chat, am I like blind? I don't see it. Well, these fruit and nuts are hell on my teeth, boss. Keep going south. Okay, I'm going to assume south is actually down the hill there, because it's hard to tell. There's no, like, lamp or compass or anything, sorry. Let's go this way. So I was doing that one-handed. I think I've got loads of bits of whatnot stuck in my teeth. That feels strange. Please say I wasn't the only person who got lost on this. Because you'd think it would be back there, right? That's all very cemetery. This is too far. Hug the right side. Is it down there? Oh, there's more. It's on the lower elevation. That would make a lot of sense. I guess the map makes everything look a bit smaller than it is. Like, I thought south a little bit was, you know, 10 meters away, but it's actually all the way over there. That tree's sick, by the way. It looks like the ones that you grow, like, the Pokeblock ingredients on. Which I guess is the point. It's pretty cool, though. No, you're not the only one. Giant Birds is huge. Because it's only like a bit south, right? This doesn't look like it's that far away. I guess it is on the lower elevation. Cool. Exploring will be fun. Oh, it's sunny now. Oh my god. That square elephant is massive. Oh god. I don't want to fight you, Stonejawner. Doesn't he actually have a pretty cool ability? I don't know what it is, but I thought it was cool. The Midna Mammoth. Oh yeah, he has the Midna colours. Oh. Cling, cling. Bronzor. You can do it, Big Milkers. You can run away. Oh my god. They just have an elephant as its cry, do they? Hey Chris. I only saw you coming in because the like lights changed. This thing looks weird. Next fight, look at the teats. They really jiggle, don't they? I think I already have this.
This is a really weird packaging.
It is strange. It seems kind of useless. Oh, that's gross.
It's like a ketchup bottle.
It's like the fire centipede. Centipede thing, yeah. I don't know why that thing has such glow on it. I don't want to be in here. This seems sort of old cemetery-ish, but I know we're looking for more, right? Iron Ball. Cool. What are we doing? Why did Metagross used to run Iron Balls sometimes? I felt like that was an old meta. But I don't remember what the point of it was. You went the wrong way, you're in Giant's Foot. Oh. Did they call this area Giants just to make it seem larger then? I thought it was still going to be around here. Whoa, is that Onomate? Oh, sick. I like Onomate. There's a Pokeball around here. Excuse me. This game looks nice in the sun. Increases the power of binding moves. Yeah, that looks pretty sick. Alright. Ignore all the like Archaeops and stuff. Is the weird like ice dinosaur thing Giant's toe? Is that the other version of Archaeops? Like the other fossil? Are they related? Like is that the Kabutops versus Omnistar choice that you have in that game? Alright, so I don't want to be in here. I've gone too far. Maybe Giant's bed. Maybe I want to go this way. Oh, it's raining now. They're step siblings. I see. Hello. Oh yeah, they added Kabutops back, didn't they? Kabutops is pretty cool. Hang on, I've gone completely wrong, haven't I? Why do I feel so dumb? I feel like it shouldn't be this hard to find where I'm trying to go, right? I'm gonna go explore over here. Maybe we'll find it in the water area. If not, we'll be exploring towards the tree or something anyway, so we'll find out more. Hello. Oh, an actual life orb. Pretty sick. The map isn't good at showing me where you are. It's really not, is it? It feels kind of useless. Okay, it's not at this lake, but now I want to check out the tree. Oh, it's Tyrant, maybe. I don't know what it's called. This is kind of pretty. It's close to the town area. Okay. I just wanted to explore over here for a second. I got a twig. Incredible. I heard a peep. I have no idea what that cry is. Are you that like weird Gen 2 sunflower Pokemon? What Pokemon is this? I have no idea what you are. Gossifleur. C'est French. Bonjour, Gossifleur. Sure beats having to press A and confirm several text pop-ups to accept that yes, I want to ride on X Pokemon's back to cross that bond. Alright, so we want to go here and then just go right? We go away from the town. So if the town's there, we want to go right. Right. And then in a straight line, maybe? Like, I feel like it must be on this lower area. Oh, is that it there? That looks sort of old, doesn't it? Ah, here it is. It must be here. Old Cemetery. I found it. It only took 6 weeks. Hell yeah. Oh god, it's a spinner. Wild Liloon. Are there many speedruns of this game? Like, how popular is Sword and Shield to run? Does it have any tech? Surely not, right? We're gone for a while. Hey, Woods. Welcome back. Oh, here we go. I thought this was surrounded by gravestones, but I guess not. Do you have any cute Pokemon? We have a few. I'll plant some seeds here. You did it. Shade Root. Must have been a ghost type, right? Vexing. Are you sure this is what you want to do? Yeah. Alright. You did it. Pat pat. Very good. You have an able hand for working with soil. What does that mean? You did my... It's time I did my part. Here's my powers. Alright, go on then. Oh, he does a little cheeky dance. Cute. Oh, the man does it too. It's like watching bloody Coco in a 3D model. Nice. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Whoa, donk. Yeah, that's a pretty cool carrot. You planted so many seeds and yet my powers could only grow one. That's sad. Alright. Pull that carrot with your might. Finally, I get to play Pikmin. You want to pull the carrot out? Sure. I did it. That's cool. Good job. You did it. You're the best. Now I need some reins. I can't get another set from the humans, however. Oh, it's the horse. Oh, cock, it's coming here anyway. Hey, bunny nerd, nice Triforce necklace. Oh, it's Specteria, my loyal steed. Is it truly you? He's got his little eyes. That glossy black pelt. Don't call your horse like a live horse. I guess it's a ghost. I guess you can call it a pelt, can't you? That rough, violent gallop. Alright, Pharaoh. Shrum. He's off to go destroy the human village. So I believe that he picked up on the scent, but he didn't know where it was coming from. Because it's stupid. It went back to the village to pillage carrots. Pillage the village, huh? Nice small hee-hee. Thanks, brother. Nice wads you got there, wads. How you doing, brother? Alright, I didn't mean to do that, but sure. I'm gonna quickly go in here and grab this. A sooth bell. There's actually quite a bit to explore then, right? Like another frosty area here. Crown Shrine. Cool. Alright, go on then, Freezington. Do. Hello, horse. Oh, cock. Brum. Stop. That's pretty scary, honestly. Okay, now you have to fight it to the death. Hell yeah. Spectria. That's pretty cool. Big milkers. Oh yeah, I wonder what would have happened if he said wait. Yo, this song's slapping. Can we get like a Rainbow Blizzard chat? This is an actual tune bop. I like forget how good the Pokemon music can be. You see the like super shit 3D models and textures, but it's all okay because you can jam out to some absolute tunes. There's some good stuff. Alright, I don't mind if Big Milkers goes down here. Oh, it's got no feet. It's like Rayman. Grim Nay. Oh my god. Oh no! That was a terrible idea. Oh, it's confused? Oh, Thrash. Yeah, right. Alright. Oops. Hi, Turtle Duck, by the way. Oh, it's cute. Nice stun sport, this boy. God, it's such a tune. I hope this Pokemon's any good in competitive. Oh god, it's buffed +1. Oh no, it's buffed +2. Oh, cock. I could light screen on you. Or on you I could amnesia. Wait, hang on, you have damp. You don't have the other one. Oops. He has absurd base power ghost move. I was kind of hoping I had the ability on this boy that would let him chillax on buffed up Pokemon. Oh god. I'm about to get swept, aren't I? Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Pretty scary theme, isn't it? Yeah, he just wants a carrot. Oh god. Grim Nay. So I guess it's just Moxie, right? But like special attack. Oh, I'm trying an Ultra Ball at him. Oh, you actually have to kill it, do you? Shite. Am I faster? Oh, wait, no, I'm not. Okay. Oh, cock. Well, we might have lost this one. I honestly didn't realize it had an ability that buffed it. I wouldn't have just let Miltank go if I thought that was the case. My mistake. Shadow Ball is really cool. I agree. Just starts as a decent. Oh, he's faster than this thing? Hang on, why isn't he using his... What are you doing? Why aren't you using your, like, ghost type move? Did he run out of... Does Hex only have, like, 5 BP? There's no point in doing light screen, it's at, like, +4, right? Oh my god. Oh, there we go. It was just pissing around. Yeah, Shadow Ball looks cool. That was scary. Oh. I dropped 7 grand. Oops. Yeah, I just got mugged. Alright. You know what it's time for, chat. Sorry. I need to cough. Time for buddy Gerald Poignan. Pick up your money and buy a sack of carrots. Exactly. Alright, you've got Night Slash. Alright, let's play this the same way I'm assuming everyone else is playing the DLC. By using our fully leveled stuff from the actual main game. Yeah, we do get to listen to the absolute banger again. True. Look, Zally, you know why I actually did this? I want to see what happens if I said wait. There you go. Sorry, the horse. Oh, yeah. That's just for you, Zally. That's why we did that. Now you get to listen to it again. It is a proper tune. Doo -doo -doo -doo. He's after your Shade Root Carrot. Alright, Night Slash the hell out of him. Does Ghost resist bug? Okay. I feel like I always ask that. Whoa, that's a resist. Oh, why? Never mind, Defiant. Hell yeah. Stinky Ghost. Bap. Wow. Who'd have thought using a single super effective move would work? Insane. What if the ice version said Slay instead of Nay? That's a thought. Yo, he's level 69 now. What if this one said Slay but with an A? And then Queen? You did it. Yeah, I one-shot you. Slay Queen. Bark. Brock. Alright. Eek. Cack around. Brr. Slayed. Wait, hang on, what was the point of facing it if it was just going to run after the old lady anyway? Oh, I'm so old. Are you alright? Yeah, something dropped in to save me. He disappeared. Twinkle, twinkle. Why make a 3D model for things? A tuft of hair. You stuff it in your nose. Smoothed touch. Thanks. I didn't know vicious Pokemon existed. It was like the loyal steed. Is that a tuft of hair? By weaving the hair with the steed, you can make a radiant blossom. You make the reins of unity. My ancestors used to do it with an old tradition, but I've never seen the flower. Don't worry about it, brother. Thanks for the help. Alright. He's bloody back again. He's taking this man for a walk. It's kind of freaky, isn't it? I'm surprised he isn't ghost ice type. That would have been cooler. Why? I guess grass, because he like helps with the environment. Alright. Sally? I like over here. You have my thanks for protecting the village. If I were at my full power, I could have tamed my steed and regained its loyalty. I am now weak, so I can't do anything. If only I had the reins of unity. We can make a set. Really? I need hair and a flower that I can grow. Of course. I thought because they stopped making them, they'd lost their faith in me, but it was me that lost the power to grow the materials. I was misguided. It's been many centuries. Doing so drains me of my power, but a fraction of my power seems to have returned. Let the radiant flower bloom. Alright. Please don't stick it out the top of your head. That'd be gross. Oh, he's got little paws. His little hand beams. The power of friendship. Crownus Bloomus. Alright. Take this. Alright. Yeah, you can see my character's eyelashes from the side. Isn't that kind of freaky? You did it. Pant pan. Shames me to admit it, but a whole flower is beyond me right now. Try and make the reins of unity. Hello, Mr. Boner. Hey, brother. Alright, he seems pretty cool. Let's swap out our boys. Crownus Bloomus Pepe Cringe. Moi. Alright, I'm just gonna go back to the usual lot. As cute as this lot is, they are a little useless. Oh my god, I forgot that Mimikyu was like level 80. And of course Snom. Didn't we always have difficulty as to which our 6th was? Like we used the Azumarill for quite a bit. We can run with Big Milkers for a bit. We can go back to Azumarill. We can have Wooloo at the top, of course. Pant Pan, Monka Ass. Indeed, indeed. Could even have a Suicune. Suicune's pretty cool. Hello, my son. Him. Or her, I guess. Hello, my son. I love Wooloo. Wooloo is my actual human son. Hello, why not go through books at the mayor's house? Alright. These books wouldn't be allowed in Australia. Let's talk about the Reins of Unity. They were made by people. The reins bound the blah 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 blah. Try the snow samba. It's cold. Try a samba. Alright, they're doing a song. I thought that was like a drink. Tourism initiatives. We got a lot of submissions from the last round. We've settled on a new t-shirt. Wow. Artwork from old documents would keep design costs low. Incredible. Hey there. Hello again. I need it not this time. You want to make a set of Reins of Unity? That's a bit of a problem. My great-granddad might be able to make you a set, but no one else knows the way. I doubt you have a flower you need to... I do. I have a petal. Is that a petal from a radiant flower? It's the harvest spec. They followed the way in fairy tales. 2 key materials. Give me the materials and I'll just work it out, I guess. Don't you have to make a pair of, like, stirrups and reins and stuff? Can't promise this will turn out well. Time to leave Bryce back into the traditions of my village. Alright. Click clack whir whir. Harumph. I'm afraid it hasn't come out that well. I fancy myself crafty, but I guess it'd take a craftsman of delicate technique to make rains. Oh, you look dejected. Oh, I do look sad, don't I? I'm gonna put my slippers on because I'm actually getting cold. I just look very sad. Oi, hey man. Oh god, he's back. The hot water in my shower seems to have gone on holiday. I'll look at it soon. You're here soon. You're in the middle of something. The pair of you look gloomy. Wait, did you have a shower and then immediately put all your clothes back on? You're not just coming here in a towel. You need to make a nice cord. Give me those materials for a mow. What is that? Are those his gums? Does he... Why are his teeth red? What the hell? Let me share a song. Blossom round and round, a royal gift bound. Steady on, the singing's a bit much. Oh well, that'll do for an answer. Look at his teeth! Why are they red? Hiya! Here you go. It's my spare lunch. Rains of Unity. Chords that shine when you hold them up to the light. Sick. You're more capable than your face lets on. They're the spitting image of those from the family tales. I don't sew all my daughter's clothes for nothing, you know. Even this explorer's outfit I gave you was handmade. Holy shit. What an incredible man. What an actual incredible man. Isn't that smashing? Alright. That was pretty sick. You feeling better? Is he about to come out and get taken over again? I caught myself falling asleep outside. I'm really cold, so I thought I'd warm up with the shower, but it's coming out cold. I jumped out without putting on any of my... Oh! This poor man. Did you do it? Yeah. Glorious news. I could track down my steed. He's at the Crown Shrine. It's where we used to chill out. I was avoiding there because I thought I'd get trapped in as nostalgia. Wait, hang on. Why did you speak in Old English for a second there? Mine own nostalgia. Is it reminiscing? It's up at the top of the mountains. Go there. Alright, brother. You got it. Poor bloody Peony. Peony? That's sick. I guess I want to go and climb to the top of the Crown Shrine, huh? Is that up there on the left? Was it to the right? Oh, Woolu. Woolu do be rolling though. Actually, hang on. We should probably level up someone, shouldn't we? Her is not doing a great level. Zoomerel. Wait, Bounce, Aquatel, Hydro Pump, Double Edge. Was I actually using you? Did I not? Was I not using anything else? Because these were the boys from when we did the last DLC run through. I swear we had a Gengar. I think we were using a Cramorant? Was I? Is that the water bird? I don't think I was. That doesn't seem like something I'd do. Oh, hang on. It's the Vaporeon. Him. Oh, you just like Cramorant, do you? Oh my god, look at that HP stat. Yeah, here we go. That makes way more sense. Alright, Gerald Poignon needs to be leveling up a little bit. So he can go to the front. Alright, it's time to zoom speedrun. You know what we could even do? Make stuff a little bit faster. We could use a, Oh, escape rope's an infinite use thing. I think I've never bothered to use it. Other items. Do I have a... Well, it's not a resist. What's it called when people run away from you? Repel. Let's try that. That might make it a bit easier. At least a little bit easier. How long does it last for? Repel. Oh, it does literally nothing. Okay. I was like, is it going to be a number of steps? Kind of hard to do. Maybe it'll be like a minute or something. That actually did nothing of value. I guess it's just in-game distance. Wait, hang on. I accomplished nothing. Yeah, that didn't last at all, did it? Slippery scope. Sweet. Oh, we didn't really explore around here much, did we? Oh, Snom! Oh, him! The wild Snom. Cosmic power. Do love a good Snom. Alright. So I guess that's just like the legendary enemy cave. Oh, Magmar. Chilling on this icy mountain, huh? Just doing his best. Oh, it's a double. Hey, brother. Cute. Alright, whatever. Let's go towards the cool bird tower. I want to see what's over there. We've done lots and lots of story mode stuff now, so I just want to explore for a bit. See if we can find something cool. We've even done one of the Reggies as well. So we've done some of the content. Like over there. Actually, we sort of found the way there before by accident, didn't we? You want to go like off the edge here. Cool. It's honey and stuff. You can't put it on trees in this game, can you? Is it purely for making the curries? Surely, right? Alright. Ignore the tree. Evidence of the grassland Pokemon. Actually, there's quite a lot of them in there. Why are they just doubled? You'd think there'd be more than 2 per area, wouldn't you? Hoof print. Bah. Alright, little around. Thinking about camping. Okay. What does that mean? What do you mean, Gerald Poignan? There we go. Zoom through here. Do they want to camp in the middle of the water here? Are you not allowed to? Moi. That's alright, we can just go through here. I'm looking forward to Snap 2 actually. It'd be nice to have a like an aesthetically pleasing Pocket Monsters game. Hey brother. Can we get on here through the water, you reckon? It's nice being in a sunny area. Oh, Dratini! Him! Hey brother. Cute. Oh, that means we can get a Dragonite. The best Pocket Monster. What on earth? Is this for something else later? Is this like a pot there? Hello there. There's like a Woolen Clanth or whatever. Basculin. Oh! The one that evolves into Armaldo. That's cool. Hell yeah. Basculin. The filler Pokemon. What was it? Like Gen 5 when they had way too many grass types, so they had to like make up a bunch of like random Pokemon. That's why there's a bunch of like weird like water types for filler. Him. Oh, it's a dog. A greyhound even. Here we go. The shrine. Yeah, it's a lot of passion fruit. It's pretty cool. Him. Moltres. I guess. He's having a chomp. Hello. What? Oh! There's Zapdos as well. Yeah. I think I saw 2 seconds of this on Twitter actually. Completely forgot about it. That's sick. I love Zapdos. Oh! Zoom Articuno. Hell yeah. That's extremely cool. It's like Smash Brawl. You get to pick the one you want. Stop! Phone! Shh! That's pretty funny. I like how they're all so different. It's actually really cool. That's really cool. Off he goes. Is it possible to get normal Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres in this? Are these the Galar version? It's just gonna be what's her face? Sonia. Oh no, Peony. Hang on, Chief. There's dodgy bird Pokemon. There's a pointy one in the wild area, a fiery one in the Isle of Armor, and a fancy one in the Crown Tundra. Alright. Whoa. A legendary tree of a legendary 3. Oh! The fiery one was cool. Moltres is sick. I like the idea of a fighting type Zapdos though. That sounds sick. Just gonna kick people in the snoot. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Hop on the chopper. Get on the chopper. Huge tree, will you give it a shake? If this does anything, I'll be so surprised. Yeah, it doesn't move an inch, shake it more. You can do it. Wait, hang on, does the camera zoom in every time we do this? Does it stop at some point? Does something move? Wait, hang on. Something swooped down and pulled you into a den? What? Monkass. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. The loudest noise I've ever heard. That was frightening as all hell. Oh my god. That was actually quite surprising. Oh, I'll raise my attack. I didn't know that was there. You just should have shook the tree more. His cheeks are enormous. We're ready to clap him. Look at this giant boy that fell out of a tree. Him. He is enormous.
He's so large.
I'm gonna punch him in the nose.
No.
Back. Hook him right in the snoot.
That's really so cute.
He is enormous. He fell out of a giant tree when I shook it. He's very large. He has his own max knuckle. Oh god, wait, I'm stealing dark. Yeah, that's pretty spooky. Oh no. Out of what? We don't have any stock or onions or anything that tastes strong.
Why did you make me roast the pumpkins then?
I didn't. You did it of your own accord.
No, you were aware I was gonna make. Why were you not like?
I thought you were going to roast them and then just leave them for tomorrow. What does this mean?
I was gonna also roast it. That's fine.
Sweet. Can you will-o-wisp a giant Pokemon? I didn't think you could. I thought they were immune. Oh no, they're not. I thought they were immune to status. Good old disguise. Sorry, I thought that giant Pokemon were immune to status. Whoa, he's got so much health. Giga Impact. Amazing. Good normal type move. Oh yeah, I guess he can't use normal or fighting. Do I just wall him? Every time it gets hit, it drops food out of its tail. But hang on, what was that? What did you do? Oh, it does as well. Hey, Hopsu. This boy is large as heck. Nullify the stat changes and abilities. Okay. What item do I even have on this Pokemon? I feel like I have a fairy plate or something. Oh, it's using max darkness. Oh my god. Thank you. He toughed it out so I wouldn't feel sad. What a boy. What an absolute boy. Hang on, this doesn't heal for 200 in this game. Okay. I just dropped a Sue on the front page. Oh. On like the suggested streamers though. That's pretty cool. I don't know how often that happens. How are you doing? That's pretty cool for discoverability actually. Oh my word. Does he have a citrus berry? Please don't heal all your health. Cheek pouch? Does he get to eat it twice? That's pretty sweet. Payback. Oh lord. Wait, how come? How come it's payback and not max darkness? It should be max darkness, right? If he's a Dynamax. You don't have the option to use normal moves, do you? Counter. Okay, so his setup is what? Body slam, payback, counter, Giga Impact. Because that time he used max darkness. How strange. How very strange. I guess counter became max knuckle. Snom will probably crumble. Unless Quiver Dance kills it. Harold can acid armor. I think. It's probably Crunch. While Dynamax Pokemon have both normal and max moves, that would make a lot of sense. Bit of a pain though. Jesus wept. Maybe I can go for a free? No, he's wait, is he on fire? Did he stop being on fire? Payback. Okay. See, I would like to acid armor up, but if he just does that thing that nullifies it, I don't know if there's much point. He has a strong body slam. Do I just have to play under the assumption he's not going to use it and hope he doesn't? Did I miss? Oh dear. What a strong boy. I guess we could technically go back to Mimikyu now. He won't have the special defense down anymore. Body Slam scales damage on the way at the Pokemon. Body Slam doesn't. There's another one that does though. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's Heavy Slam. I think Body Slam just base 80. Oh dear. Payback's Dark type, yeah. I think Payback's the max darkness he's using. I can't go to a normal type because then he'll start using max Knuckle, which will raise his attack. Although, I think Belly Drum Snorlax could probably one-shot him. I just don't want to risk it. I think with Snom we might be okay. Unless he just does Giga Impact and one-shots us. Tom used Quiver Dance. Was there any point in doing that if he's just going to reset it anyway? Oh no. Oh, cog. Mike Knuckle is weak before getting a boost. Oh wait, can we fight as many times as we want? There isn't like a cloud above his head. I thought that was a thing that would happen. Let's try Belly Drum. No, that's not. He's just going to reset it. Let's just hammer on him. Bap him. That was pretty good. Lowering my speed. Oh no. If only he would reset my speed. Oh, thank you. Giga Impact. Must recharge. That's not bad. Axe Strike. Oh my word. Lower my speed even further. Hang on. Let's just go to Woolen and smack him. An absolute unit Snorlax. He's trying his best. Okay. Wooloo cares not for your payback. Wooloo is here to double edge you. Back. Just payback double if you've already been hit. I forget how it works. Go on, Wooloo, you can do it. Tap this stinky squirrel. Giga Impact. Oh dear. Wooloo, no! My son! My daughter! Stinky Greedent. Moi. Alright, body slam him in the face. Pay him back for what he did to Wooloo. Right in the snoot. Jesus wept, that is the loudest noise I've ever heard. The aftershocks caused the berries to fall out of the tree. I got 30 orange berries, 10 citrus, 1 lancet, 20 tomato, 15 hondu. Oh, I didn't even get the Pokemon. I did all that for some berries. I don't get like super leftovers or something. What the heck? Is that really all I get for that? Man, poor Wooloo. Oh, okay. What a huge tree. I guess you can go back and do that every day, maybe. Okay. I mean, the berries aren't even that good, are they? Like, I thought if you play in online competitive, your items get given back to you after the game, right? So you don't actually need to have multiple of everything. Otherwise, like, weakness policy would be useless, which I think is what everyone uses in doubles. Let's see what this is. It's a super center scorch. Okay. Well, anyway, chat. It's been about 3 hours, and we're going to stream in, like, a bit later. So I think I'm going to end here for now with Pokemon. How did you enjoy yourselves today? How did you find the stream? Oh, it's been a while since we played a Pocket Monsters or a Switch game. I had a pretty good time. There's still more content to do, so at least it's going better than the other Isle of Armor. Listen to a bopper. It was a good bopper. Heck yeah. Alright, anyway, I'm going to end the stream for now. We'll be back in about, I don't know. I didn't know I interacted with the snow. An hour and 40 minutes, I think, we'll be back. We're playing Vermintide 2. There's an update that they do sometimes, like an event that lets you play on a map where you go around collecting beer. So we're going to go and do that. But that'll be later. I'm going to have a break now. So yeah, I'll see you all in about an hour and a bit. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. We'll find someone to host quickly. How about Strife? Or Wolf? I'll host Wolf. Maybe he'll host us later or something. We'll see. Go say hi to Wolf for us. I'll see y'all in hour and 40 for some rats. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye.